Yes, OBS virtual camera.
How dare you fucking echo in my stream together? How fucking dare you? You goddamn. You pompous little ungulate. How fucking dare you? You mute your shit right now.
Okay. Just have to hop on the discord.com.
Okay,
and
great.
open Discord. I have to go. Videos in it now, not videos in it. I'm live at live stream. Copy the link. Mauled slop.
Wow, is that fan favorite straight jelking it? It is. It is fan favorite notorious jelker, a sailor of Italian virginity, 3-3 elk.
Can we dock our chats?
Yeah, I gotta click it. Hold on. We docking. Alright. Some streamers aren't live yet, according to Twitch.tv.
I am very much live. I have 4 viewers and 3 shared viewers.
Fucked up. Hold on, I'm completing all previous custom card requests to clear the queue on my side. Alright, I'm gonna open that up at 5 minutes in. We're docked as hell. Real. I'm running the 3-minute ad break right now. Elk, I suggest you do the same.
Yep, I'm clicking it. I'm clicking. Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody. Hello, Carlos. Hello, Eric. Hello, and Godly One. Welcome to today's stream. We're back to custom cards. We're back with 3-3 elk. We're gonna open up the not the free redeems. We're gonna open up the basically free redeems on Twitch. 5 minutes into the stream. We're 2 minutes into the stream right now. We pre-sold some yesterday. The Discord thread is up. Until then, you seen that turtle shit, Elk?
Oh, yeah, I did. The slop mobile.
Hey! The art mobile, thank you very much.
The slop this time around is orange.
Dude, I made a short about this, but it's gonna be so fucking funny to me. Like I'm gonna feel so vicariously vindicated as a hater if Spider-Man flops and this does well. It's gonna be so funny.
Dude, what's amazing? All right, so spiders as a creature type,
right?
Awful before Spider-Man. It's like a bit of a joke. But now you cannot play spiders without putting Spider-Man cards in your deck.
Right.
Secondly, Avatar's coming out. You cannot build an ally deck without Avatar cards now.
Right, the 2 people that were building ally decks.
Yeah, and then they come for the ninja players.
I'm happy.
That's the finale.
Here's the thing though. I think there were spider players that were all like fucking grimdark spiders. They wanted like non-sexy Shelob. That's the stuff they wanted. I don't think there's a single ninjas player in Magic who does not want to be Donatello.
Dude,
I don't think they fucking exist.
You've met a Yuriko
and they want to be Donatello. They all do.
Oh,
so I
man.
think that will carry it. Like there's people who want. Hold on, Stream Deck's not live, and I have to clip that and make $5 off of your little butt. I think I think there's spider players that didn't want to have to play Spider-Man. I think there's ally players that don't want to have to play Avatar cards. I feel like every ninjas player in the world wants to have a Ninja Turtle. I just don't. The Venn diagram's a goddamn circle.
Okay, here's the thing. Like, okay, yeah, all right. I'm willing to concede the point that people like Ninja Turtles more than Spider-Man at least. However, why does every Universes Beyond set have to be like fucking Kindred? You know what I mean? It's just.
I mean, they want. Well, okay. Do you want the real reason, or do you want to be mad? Do you want to? Are you asking?
I want to be mad. I want to be mad.
All right, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Because we both know. Because they got to keep it on, right? They got the lore on rails. They got to keep the mechanics on rails because they anticipate new players are going to join. They can't be throwing complicated mechanics around.
Oh no, dude, it sucks because Master Splinter is going to have like 5 cards. Why do they all get 5 cards, by the way? Anyway, deep breath. Like Master Splinter could have been like a cool card with like training, and then the trained card becomes like a ninja and it has unblockable. Like that makes sense. But like, no, it's gonna be like all of your turtles get +1/+1.
Don't say that, man. Don't fucking. At least
It says what's it gonna be.
At least all turtles get double strike. Be for real. I'm opening the free custom cards. And I'm opening them late because I'm a petulant god. They're open now. Let me catch up on... And they're gone. Deviant Fiend, Unseen Door, Ontario, Shotgun Raptor, Tressalum, Glass Geo, thank you all for the subs. Tressalum, thank you for the tier 3 sub, which does make you better than everybody else who just subbed. Welcome back to the dog home. And Aegis, thank you for gifting a sub.
It pisses me off, like, low-key, because Marvel has their, like, greasy iron grip over Wizards of the Coast now.
Mm-hmm.
And that means we're probably never, ever going to see, like, Teen Titans Universes Beyond. And that's a Universes Beyond I would
oh my god, Teen Titans Go? That would be so sick.
You know, you're trying to rage bait me, but like low-key Go is not the worst thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
I'm not even referencing this show. I'm literally just referencing the like little voice line that I can't do to kick off like the theme song. I would love to have a deck that I called Teen Titans Go, and it's just fucking Beast Boy kicking you in the dick over and over. Come on.
Dude, Teen Titans would make sense. Like I would like play the fuck out of like Slade. That'd be dope. This card like
Terrence,
murders your opponent.
We should be getting a guaranteed second wave. My goal today is going to be to get 3 waves in. I made everything, like, we sold fewer, we put fewer into the pool with the free redeems. I've talked to Elk about shutting the fuck up. The goal today is going to be we're going to get through individual cards much faster. We're going to get through the first wave relatively quickly. We're going to get the second wave, and we're going to aim for at least 3 waves today. So if you didn't get a custom card right now, you will have more opportunities to get a custom card in, whether it is via channel points, whether it is via money. Why is Elk catching strays? Because I'm never going to talk badly about myself, so I'm never going to talk about
Here's
me.
the thing. I'm getting shot in the chest here, but it was really Veggie Wagon.
I think it was Veggie exposed the issue. It was a thing with every custom card stream. We talked too long about every individual card. Like we spent too much time going, how would we make this card, instead of just reflecting on the card that you made. And it had been like, okay, it was all holding together until the Veggie stream. The Veggie stream, we did, I think, as many cards as we typically do in 90 minutes in 5 hours. It was, I
didn't realize it was that bad.
That man filibustered the stream. It was great the whole time. Like, it was one of my, it is, I think, my highest viewed stream ever. It was good content. But it also just made it like, that YouTube video was, that footage is unusable. So like, great stream, unusable anywhere else.
Speaking of unusable, man, are we ever gonna get the Spider-Man set review out there? Is that shit just like, let's not poke the bear? It feels like it's gonna be like rotten. Like,
I'm gonna keep it so real with you. I did forget about it. If I look at our like Aether Drift numbers, though, I don't think it's worth posting.
Oh, exactly. So I don't think so either.
Because
the fact that you forgot about it is like a sign from God.
Yeah. And let me, all right, Zerthroshak, thank you for the 500-bit cheer and calling us your 2 favorite streamers. I'm so sorry for the media you consume, bestie. Then Elikman's asking, I don't know, boss. I like getting ways to fix my cards when I submit them. Isn't that great? Here's the thing we're doing about that. We're going to begin selling different tiers for we fix your card and we give our opinions of your card. Because fixing your card is a different time demand and a different brain power demand. And so there's going to be, like, the current tier is what we have for, we're going to look at it, we're going to tell you what we think about it. Maybe maybe part of what we think about it is, like, you have to get rid of this mechanic right now or I'm going to scream. That's me and Elk's, I think, most typical response to some of these cards. But we're going to, in future weeks, sell a redeem that is more expensive and is... we will tell you what, like, we will give you an explicit, like, this is how we will change it. Pejman, the 3-card limit is for the entire stream, but the limit is 20 if you pay US dollars. So if you purchase via Ko-Fi, you can get more in than if you purchase via channel points, because the channel point redeems are basically free. All right. I think we're caught up. Mauled, why didn't you tell us you were going to be on ED Hijinks? That episode was very funny. You and Joey were great. I forgot to promo it because we filmed it Monday. That's why. Typically we do it. There's like a week or two, and then they're like, "Hey, the episode's about to come out." We filmed that episode, and then they were like, "Hey, we're posting this." Oh my god, they didn't make me a fucking collaborator. Hold on.
Hold on. No.
Hold on, I have beef with them now.
Re-upload this video now.
Re-upload this fucking video right now. I mean, they just might not know about it because it's new. I swear to God, if anybody else is a collaborator, the one before this has the collab button on, I'm going to send a strongly worded email. I put my girlfriend's hat on for this. I put my girlfriend's hat on for this shit.
Ugh.
All right, so we have YouTube drama now. That's good. Okay. We ready to go? You feel good, Alk? You feel good and ready?
Yeah, I mean, I don't see any reason to hold it up any longer. Unless, like, you want to vamp for another 30 minutes, and God knows we both could. So.
Ooh, that sounds good. Hold on. Oh, I don't have TikTok live. Hold on, that actually matters. And I have to make sure the...
It's okay. I forgot to have your webcam up for like the first like 40 minutes of this. Not 40 minutes. It's not been that long. And then also YouTube was not getting your audio until like 5 minutes ago.
That's so chill.
I don't read YouTube chat though.
Why not?
Elk, how do you feel about toolbox commanders like Iron Man or Henzi? Okay, first things first. Henzi, the only toolbox going on there's in the name. There's nothing about searching that library.
Yeah, bro's toolbox is a hammer that he throws at you over and over.
Henzi is not a toolbox commander besides a name.
Okay, my posts are live.
I don't know if you've ever watched my videos before asking this question, Quifix on YouTube, but I all of my decks tutor up the ass. That's like what they do.
Tool fiend. Fiend for the box, as it were. I know the beacon mic's not available, you stupid application.
No, brother.
This guy stinks! Sorry. Where my Brio 100 at? Add that source in. Thank you.
Yeah, Terrence. I think my favorite decks are ones where like I tutor and like it's one of the green creature tutors or it's a legendary tutor, so I have to reveal the card. And you watch as I reveal Brizella, Bruna, fucking like I reveal
Sphinx
all these horrific evil cards, and there's just nothing you can do about it. I have like 15 stacks pieces in play. You're just watching me like assemble like the mega death ray.
Exact fucking opposite. Exact fucking opposite. On the gameplay episode I was on that just went live, I did an intuition pile on somebody's end step, and it was Sphinx, Ambassador, Magmatic Force, and Tidal Force. I was like, choose your fucking oh no. Instead of I think Magmatic Force, I think it was like Myojin of Cryptic Dreams. It's like, choose your character. And everybody was like, you cast Intuition, right? And I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
The card blue players used to win. Yeah.
I did a deck interview with Bommy. I think that's what he calls them. Bommy has this thing where it's like, what's your favorite commander deck? And then he looks at your commander deck, and then he does like an hour-long interview with you about your favorite commander deck, right?
Mm-hmm. And
that got posted, and I'm like a narcissist. So what I do is I like every so often I'll like quote search on Google like 33 elk or like elk site, like, you know, reddit.com/r/edh. Anyway, my name popped up on 4chan as it typically does. That site makes me roll with how they talk about me, because it's either they hate my ass like incredibly hard, or they want to fuck me, and there's like no in between. Those are the two camps.
Are those really separate camps on the internet though? I feel like
sometimes they're both. Sometimes
right.
they're
I feel
both.
like there's a lot of I feel like there's a lot of overlap on that Venn diagram.
And someone posted the thumbnail for the video and linked it and said, "Oh, this guy's pub stomping with his Brazella deck." And I'm like, dude, have you read Brazella? Like, I don't know. The fact that like you could be like, so like, he's like, this is not bracket 3. He has some stacks pieces in his deck, and he melds Brazella to win. I'm like, that's the most badass thing you can do in Magic the Gathering. Is
Yeah, I
meld
got a
Brazella.
big fucking angel who's gonna stab you in the head. I don't know, man. Game's hard. Game's super hard. All right, let's get into the business. We are starting off with custom cards. First up is Alec Man, who went back to the drawing board on the Dimir draft archetype. So see if you can figure out the draft archetypes and what a Skaven deck is meant to play like. First up, we have Skaven Clan Rat, a 1-mana black 1/1 with Squad of Go Fuck Yourself. This creature cannot block unless you control 4 or more rats.
This is a common.
Yes.
I don't like the random 2 in the squad cost. It should just be 1 in a black. That's me.
We need 2 mana! How else am I supposed to draft a 3-color archetype?
Okay, you got a Reaper King fetish. My fault.
I like this. I think this is a good comment. I do think the my only distaste about the 2 mana, and I'm only gonna say it for this card, is I can see immediately it's because, oh, I'm playing a 3-color archetype. How am I supposed to make sure the 3-color archetype works? It's supposed to be a drafting cost to make you draft fixing. Like, it should be difficult to make your 3-color archetype work super smoothly. It should not be a thing where you just get to man spread your mana base that wide.
Yeah. I do like how this cost and the squad cost play with the ability of the Skaven Clan Rat. That's
yes, that is dope. Next, we have the Night Runner, a 1 and a blue for a 1/1 with Squad, 2/2 and Skulk. Sack this creature. Target creature you control connives.
I actually like really like this design. That's really fun.
Bro leaked Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is cool. I'm a fan of this.
Yeah. I like when you squat it, you get a second Skulk Rat, and you get to swing with that and then sack the first one, and then you still get the Skulk after block, and then you get a counter on your rat.
Yummy, yummy game actions.
That's fun. I like that.
Yeah. I approve. Next, Warp Lock Jezzail. 2 and a red for a 4/2 with Squad of 3 and a red and Reach. You can tap and exert this creature to deal 2 damage to target non-land permanent.
Pingers are always really dangerous. Exert gets slightly closer to what you want to be doing. I don't think a pinger should be common.
That is fair. I was gonna say I kind of fuck with this design, but I have a very poor understanding of rarities, and I do think if we can just be drafting, because this is a creature and a shock, essentially. A 4 power shock. So it's probably a little bit wonky for common, but I like the design.
And it blocks a 6 power or 6 toughness creature.
Oh, like, fuck, it does. Yeah, because you swing in a 6 toughness flyer, then you block it, you shoot him. Yeah, that does seem a little bit too good for common, but I like the idea. And I think Exert is a good way to like pair this back. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I like the Exert. I'm just saying like a pinger shouldn't be common.
Yeah. Next, we have Gnawhole Ambush, what I believe they called Elk in college. 4 and a blue for an instant. Target creature you control connives. Make a token copy of it. Oh, I don't know about instant speed.
Instant. Okay, this is like major blowout potential.
Yeah,
like,
for instant speed.
It's fine at instant if you create a tapped token that's a copy of it, so there's no ambush blocking.
I'd mess with that. I would say either sorcery or tap token. But yeah, it's
This one nod my hole. This is definitely like
nod the fuck out of my hole. I mean, if we look at like realms sketching, which can also do artifacts and lands, so it's a little more broad. But that is sorcery speed. You get to do it for a little bit cheaper, and I don't think 1 mana covers it being instant speed, and you get to block better. All right, next, Devious Schemes. 1 black sorcery. As an additional cost, you may sack 1 or more creatures. When you do, copy this spell. Okay, plumb the forbidden text. Something you control connives.
Ooh. Yeah, this is definitely... You're not going up a card is my main issue. Like, it is 1 black mana, lose card advantage.
Yeah, on a common, that's perfect. Common should make you sad. When you see this at the end of pack 2, you should be like, fuck. I'm in Skaven colors. God damn it.
Yeah, Village Rites is a common though. It's like my thing, and I love Village Rites. I hate this.
Yeah, but Village Rites I think is meant to be card draw. I think this is much more about the connive trigger, and this one at least you can be like, okay, if I have 1 creature with first strike, I will sack my board to make this thing better.
Yeah, you can. It's a pump spell, I suppose, because how Connives works. But then you like draw a bunch of lands in a row, and then it does nothing. If you sacked like 6 rats, that feels bad.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Yeah, so it feels a little.
It should be an instant bare minimum.
I'd agree with that. All right, next we got the Storm Vermin. 1 in a black for a 2/2 with squad of 3. Vermintide. Creature gets +1/+0 and menace if you control 4 or more rats.
That's cute. I like this card.
Yeah, cute, solid. I would definitely, if I was in rats at all, I would draft the card. Next, we have Warlock Bombardier. 1 black red for a 2/2 with Generalship. Whenever a battle you own enters, target exerted creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature or battle.
I'm scared we're getting word slop now, where it's like, okay, we have connive, exert, go wide.
Yeah, this feels maybe
squad.
Maybe we could do tapped here. This feels way too narrow. This feels way too narrow for a 3-mana 2/2. Like, if I see a 3-mana 2/2, I expect that guy to take my wallet and, like, I don't know, send me, like, my own childhood photos, but my face has been cut out with my mom and it's them instead. Even at uncommon. Like, this with the other rat exert, yes, but we can't be drafting a deck on the premise of, oh, if I combine this with 1 other card, it will be good. I think
tapped creature would be better.
I think tapped over exert would make this feel okay to pick up, because then it could, like, okay, if I have this creature, a battle, and any other creature that I've swung, sick. I will play this card and be happy. But right now it's like I have to draft this guy, I have to draft battles, and I have to draft something I can exert, and then all 3 have to come together for this to do anything. Alright, next, Arch Warlock, the Dimir version, Generalship. Whenever a battle you own enters, target creature you control connives twice.
Okay. Like, if there's a bunch of common battles and uncommon battles in the set, like, this mechanic's fine. I'm just, like, a bit wary of all of my cards being vanilla until I draw, like, one of my 3 battles I drafted.
Mm-hmm.
That's my only concern.
We could have the Aethergif problem, where if we have too much synergy with a thing that is not a creature, then a lot of the cards are just like, oh, what if we stood here for a while?
Generalship, Benjamin, is Battlefall.
Yeah, it's Battlefall. But
I would like it more if it was like, if you control a battle, you have a trigger on combat or something. Or like when this enters, if you control a battle, then do something.
Yeah, I would like that more than Battlefall. But I do like this one more than the Rakdos one.
Yeah, for sure. This still feels like, because we've seen connive triggers before on these other rats, and this feels a bit more like a like the Skaven card that goes with the other ones from before. Although conniving doesn't feel that Skaven to me.
Rats they be rubbing their little hands together. What are you talking about? You seen Ratatouille?
Okay, maybe they connive, but the plans aren't that good.
and you were talking about they're not card positive. That's not a very good plan. It's perfect. All right, head-on collision, a 3-mana control point battle. So a battle that you play under your own control, and if an opponent kills it, they get it. Creatures you control you may exert this creature as it attacks. Whenever you exert a permanent, creatures you control get +1/+0 until end of turn. Holy
Ooh, that's nasty.
fuck.
This card's awesome. It should be a rare. It should be a rare.
Red deck wins in my limited format? Holy shit.
This should be a rare. This is Hell Rider on steroids, or it's like, have you seen Shared Animosity?
In a set that's all about squad? Yeah, fuck your 3-color wedge, dude. I'm drafting mono red and I'm hitting you for 20.
Yeah. This is a cool design, because if you don't do your math right, and God knows attackers aren't doing math, your opponent gets to steal it, and then all of your shit's tapped down, and then they get to crash out at you. Or if they have an instant speed kill spell, kill your lethal swinger, and then crack back, get the battle, and then crack you with the battle because your creatures are still tapped. Oh my god, this design's so cool. I like this one.
Yeah.
It should be rare though.
Yeah, I think this is very cool. I think you got to upshift this, because this is the Butthole Exploder 3000. This is the Gnawhole Ambush. Next, we have the Mighty and the Cunning, another control point battle. Sacrifice a creature. Target creature you control connives X times, where X is that creature's mana value. Activate only once each turn.
Ooh, that is stupid, right?
This feels like I have Go-Go Gadget Dutch Oven anytime you go to combat with me, because if I have 2 creatures I can block with, right, I can sack one to pump the other, and we're a squad set, so I always have 2 creatures.
Activate only as a sorcery and only once each turn, and then even then this is a very good card, because like I'm imagining the stupid like any stupid card that just goes like, whenever you draw a card, make a token, and then you sack one of the tokens and then connive 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, but this is like, I think we're keeping this only for limited. We're not worrying too much about commander for these designs. I think it should be once per turn sorcery speed, and then it's okay. Because like in draft, if you're giving up creatures, you're usually a fucking idiot to do that.
Mana value prevents tokens. You're missing what I'm saying, R. Gibbons. I'm saying if you have a creature that makes tokens on card draw or on discard, you can sack the token it makes to then target the creature that makes the tokens, which is probably 4 or 5 mana value.
Well, I think that creatures is meant to be the sacrificed creature, not the
sacrificed
targeted
object.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So like this is
that
about
makes it slightly better.
sacrificing. This is about sacrificing your squad cards more than anything else.
Okay, that makes it better, yeah. I think it still should be activate only once each turn and only as a sorcery, but activate only once each turn and only on your turn would be like a very safe wording.
Yeah, sorcery plays it safe, but I think this is a neat design, and genuinely, if this card beat me in a draft, I would be like, oh my god, I got fucked so bad. Because like you giving up your creatures in draft should not be a thing that can win. But I like it overall. Next, we have Skaven Clelord, a 4-mana 2/3 with Menace and Ward 2 if you control 4 or more Wraths. Whenever you exert a permanent, target creature you control gets +2/+0 until end of turn. So we're just letting Rakdos kill people turn 4.
So it seems.
I think I have a worry about, because we had connive is a primary mechanic of this archetype. Some type of like light aristocrat stuff is primary for this archetype. If we also make exert a core part of the Grixis archetype, exert is not a thing you want to be it's not the exact same problem as flanking, but it's not something you want on everybody's plate. Because if you make exert a thing and you make the benefit for exerting usable, you get into a situation where the person who gets 3 creatures first wins every game.
Yeah.
Like They launch
For
you
me,
into
it's giving
the sun.
confusion. It's giving confused because it's like if Rakdos was one Warhammer like faction and
Mm-hmm.
Blue Black was Skaven
Mm-hmm.
and the Red Black faction like dwarves or whatever got Exert, I'd be
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, great, these can coexist in a drafting environment. When both are Skaven and it's the Grixis Shard, and then we're mixing Connive and Exert, two mechanics that don't feel like they have any overlap at all,
Mm-hmm.
it's confused.
Yeah.
That's what it's feeling like right now.
Okay, next we have the Acolyte Globadier, an Izzet 2/2 with a squad of 3. When they ETB, exile the top card of your library. You may play it during any turn in which one or more cards entered or left exile.
Okay, so now exile matters.
Well, all right. Well, there isn't. They need a third thing. There's 3 colors, Elk. How would we do this if we did not have a thing for each color?
I would recommend really looking at Shards of Alara or Streets of New Capenna, and then just like, how did they do it?
I mean, I think this is a fine. I do think this is a fine attempt at how do I get the Grixis Shard to have actual card advantage and not just card cycling. But I do agree if you then show us a bunch of cards that are like exile, exert, sile, knife matters. We're going to be in trouble. Next is Vermin Lord Deceiver, a 5-mana 3/7. Oh, thick fucking rat. Death Touch and Skulk. At the beginning... Okay, so he wins combat. Just make him indestructible. At the beginning of each end step, if a creature died this turn, each other creature you control connives.
This gives Skaven to me. Like I like this for the other Dimir designs we saw earlier.
Yeah, this is decent. It does
honestly with Death Touch and that morbid ability, it doesn't even need Skulk, man. Like I'm not blocking this thing.
Yeah. I think Skulk is there for flavor because each end step, not even just your own end step, that is a 5-mana draft rare. That's a 5-mana.
This is a rare.
You play that, I look at that and I'm just like, what the fuck do you mean? What the fuck do you mean?
I don't know if I'd say broken, chat. This is a rare. It should be good.
It is not. It's not broken. This is a 5-mana draft rare that makes you want to lay down for a while, that happens in draft.
It's just so funny because Skulk, like, also just like non-bows with Connive. You don't want to grow this creature.
Oh yeah. Next we have Hell Pit Abomination, a 6-mana 5/5 with Mample. We can exert it as it attacks. If you do, kill a creature or artifact an opponent controls. You lose life equal to that permanent's mana value if the creature is not monstrous. That seems fine. That seems like more of a commander design than a draft design, but it does. I feel like it works in both.
And then the 4th mechanic, Monstrosity for Skaven.
Hey, it's not a shard mechanic. It's just this guy. It's just this one guy who's big, all right? That's fine. Guys can be big, okay? I know you're unfamiliar, but guys can be big.
You're allowed, like, a couple of evergreen, like, tertiary mechanics in a set. Like, we get flashbacks sometimes randomly here and there.
All right, next we have More Doom, an X-mana red-blue spell. Exile the top X cards of your library. You may play them during any turn in which one or more cards entered or left exile. More Doom deals 3 times X damage to each creature. Creatures destroyed this way are exiled instead.
So you draw a card in Anger of the Gods.
Yeah.
And then X is 2 is you draw 2 cards and then deal...
Draw 2 cards, farewell. For draft.
Yeah, draw 2 cards for 4 mana, also 6 damage to every creature. Yeah, it should be XX blue red. This is way too cheap.
I agree with Mojo. It should be, we should do double X on the cost, but then I like it. It is a rare. CMC Magic Factory, what was the highlight of Atlanta for y'all? I really liked the aquarium. Elk suggested it, and then I went without them because I'm a petty bitch. But it was a very good suggestion.
I went with Snail, Blood Artist, and a few other people, and yeah, no, the aquarium rocks. That place is cool.
Yeah, the aquarium is very neat.
Okay. And then we went to sushi after.
Oh, fuck you. Next up, Grey Seer, Grixis, 1/2, Ward 1. Battlefall. Whenever a battle you own enters, make 2/1/1 black rat peasant creature tokens. With this token can't block, and you may exert this token as it attacks. When you do it, connives. We're doing it. Okay, now we just need when they die, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card during any turn with something
right.
entered or exiled. Entered. I can't even speak. Fuck.
Yeah, this is way too much stuff.
I don't necessarily think it is. I think we're right on the fucking line. I think we are right on the line, but I do think. I think
we passed the line 2 mechanics ago.
Here's what I'd say. If Battlefall was changed to like on upkeep, main phase 1 attack, if you control a battle, being like, I control a battle, so I get 2/1/1s that can become 2/2s, that is okay. But yeah, this does look too much like really obvious product placement in a movie. Like, it's just too much. Check this shit out, dog. Here's my set mechanic. Here's my shard mechanics. Duct tape them on. So maybe if you control a battle at the beginning of like combat or something, or maybe at the beginning of your upkeep or end step, whatever you want.
Yeah. I mean, this is my thing with like set design is like Streets of New Capenna for Grixis it's the Maestro's mechanic. Fuck, what was it called? It was not Spectacle. You get to sack a creature, Casualty.
Mm-hmm.
That played into red and blue because it was big instants and sorceries, and it also played into black because you're sacrificing a thing.
Yeah.
And then it was like tokens to feed Casualty, and then that was like it. That was like the box.
Oh my god. Okay, hold on, Elk. Next card. Cornered Rats. This is where the car goes off the cliff. Grixis, for a kindred rat enchantment, whenever you exert a creature, it connives. I'm bringing out Divine Boom. So, Alec, I know you're trying to loop in all the mechanics. This is the card where, like, LSV makes a YouTube short calling it the trap card of the set. It is the rare that is like 2 cents on TCG Player 2 months after the thing comes out for Commander. This is way too narrow for a rare thing that cannot block, cannot attack, cannot guarantee me value. We're way too far.
Yeah, this is way too weak, and it's also just super narrow.
All right, next we have Storm Fiend. Oh, the mythic rares. A 5-mana 4/4. Squad, sacrifice 2 rats. Immediately, I like that. I love that.
Yeah, that's super dope.
Trample Haste. You may exert this creature as it attacks. When you do, it deals X damage to any target, where X is the number of non-land cards you own in exile.
So now we're combining Exert and Exile, the sub-themes there. Oh, no.
I think it's like... I think it is okay. I think it's a little bit narrow, but I think having this banger squad cost is saving it for me.
Yeah, banger squad cost doesn't, like, it makes me more upset that the second half of the card is like, you know, I'm not.
Yeah, the notes on this draft format would be like, oh, this is a 4/4 that you can get 2 of. Yeah, I think we're trying to loop in too many things. But there could be like a commander deck that it was fun in. But I think we're at like now 4 or 5 mechanics that we're trying to. Let's see. We have Go Wide. We have Squad, which is we're applying it to everybody, but it still matters. We have Squad. We have Connive. We have Creature Sack. We have Cards in Exile Matter. We have Exert Matters. Do we have anything? Oh, we have Battlefall. That's 6. Yeah. That's 6 different things we're trying to make one faction care about. Which is like... That's...
Shards of Alara Grixis, they had Unearth.
And they had Earth Un. I'm looping Rats Matter into Go Wide.
Yeah. Okay. I don't want to count Monstrous or Kindred, by the way, Nenemy, because they are just like one-offs, which you're allowed to do, but...
Oh, it's fucking happening again. Vizix Scar, Prophet of the Horned Rat, 5 mana Grixis 4/5 with Ward 2. You can exert him. If you do, make X tapped and attacking rats that can't block, that can exert, and when they exert, they connive, and they connive for X, where X is rat cards you own in exile and in your graveyard. This is the memento. This is the memento moment. We gotta stop you here.
Is there a single word not on a Grixis card that is not on this card? This has every single word that's ever been in Grixis.
Great. This is the Marvel cameo of the draft archetype. Okay, so this is, and I think this card is, I think it is genuinely close to being cool, but I think this is where we have to consider. Oh yeah, it doesn't have battle. It doesn't have Battlefall on it, but this is like. So Elegman, you are cooking, but the way in which you were cooking is proof that you have too many ingredients.
Yeah.
Oh, X is the tokens created. Okay, not so it doesn't connive X, but the number of tokens you create is the rats you own in exile and in your graveyard.
I think you should either just make Exile Matters like the theme and just do like Warp Fire Rats, and then have like a sack theme alongside that, or like, you know, pick two.
Yeah.
Pick two.
Yeah, and it's really just like you have to pick two or pick one that is like, this is throughout the shard, and then you can have, oh, this card has monstrous. Oh, this card can connive. Oh, this card like can care about a battle, but it can't be this thing of it consistently matters for the color combo. All right, last we have Danqual and Bone Ripper, a 5 mana Grixis 6/5 Trample Menace Ward 2. Fucking all right, that'll win a draft game. God damn it, you may exert this creature as it attacks. When you do, this creature connives. Then exile the top X cards of your library, where X is half the power rounded up. Then you may play them during any turn in which one or more cards you own entered or left exile. All right, Icarus, get the fuck out of here. Go say sorry to your dad. Go say sorry to your dad and cut 2 mechanics.
I have to say, Alec, man, despite these having way too many mechanics, you have managed to not make them into novels. And I'm happy that we didn't see a single double face card throughout this.
Yes. Yes, the word count has improved dramatically, and I am very proud of you for that. Now we got to get the mechanic count under control. Next, we're going to move on to Little Mix Doom. Elk, how about you read these, because they're Deltarune, so I'm not going to have the proper inflection.
All right, so we have now's your chance to 1 in a red sorcery omen, create a treasure token, then exile the top card of your library. You may play it this turn, and then be a big shot, which is 6 black sorcery. Sacrifice a creature you control. Each opponent loses X life, and you gain X life and draw X cards. And each creature gets -X until end of turn, where X is the sacrifice creature's power.
Holy fuck, what is every black mechanic? Put it in my mouth. Put every black mechanic in my mouth right now. Float X black mana too.
So this is a reference to Spamton. He always says, now's your chance to be a big shot, because he's like a spam email or something, right? So he's all about spamming. And so the sorcery omen makes sense. You spam that, right? That's fun.
Yeah.
And then be a big shot is a big shot. It's cool.
I think I'm okay with it.
It's costed well.
I think for 8 mana, this is the type of shit you get to do. I'm down with that.
All right, moving on.
Wait, fuck, I want to play it. Yeah, tell me about Dealmaker.
Dealmaker. 2 and a black. Legendary artifact equipment. At the beginning of your upkeep, you lose 1 life and create a treasure token. Equipped creature gains Menace, Lifelink, and Ward. Pay X life, where X is the number of treasure tokens this creature's owner controls. Equip 2 and a black.
Fuck you. I mean, I want it, but I don't think it's broken. Whenever I want to play a card, my immediate reaction is, that's too good, because I'm the devil. But this is...
It doesn't need to equip to have that first ability. So bare minimum, it's 2 and a black. you get like part of
Yeah.
Black Market Connections.
Yeah, I'm just not sure how good. I mean, fuck, mana's really good actually.
And then you get to equip it later. This is fine. I'm a notorious hater of upkeep effects. I don't think they're that good. I don't like waiting. I want my instant gratification. It makes sense though. Like this card is fine. These are like Spamton's glasses. That's the joke. And it's like an equipable item.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I think this is fine.
I'm trying to decide how many Esper decks I would auto include this in just for ramp.
I don't know, 3 mana?
Three mana extra treasure token every turn of the game though. Like it's definitely not a bracket 4 card. I'm trying to think about like bracket 3 Esper. How many decks would I skip this in?
I'm thinking more like Rakdos. You got like Zorn, double the treasure every turn.
Well, the
You know,
reason
you
I'm
like
thinking
just-
about Esper is specifically to be like with no synergy, with no other treasure synergy. If I'm just thinking about this being like get access to 1 more mana every single turn, how many of those? Because like in Prosper, yeah, okay, whatever. I'm playing it every single time, and I think it's like every single fucking deck that can run it, even with zero synergies with it and zero intent to equip it, I'm always playing it, which makes me like it less.
I don't know if I agree. I think Black Market Connections is already a card that I don't run in every black deck, and it's like the same thing, right?
Yeah, but I avoid black market connections because it feels too good. It feels too like not
That's
like
awesome. I avoid it because I think it's dog shit.
I'm like, oh, this is so boringly useful. And I feel like this would just become a boringly useful thing. I don't know. Let's move on.
Yeah.
You didn't pay the $30 to have us fix this. That's not going to be the
Puppet-
cost. I'm being petty.
Puppet Scarf for 3 and a black. Legendary artifact equipment. The first time a creature you control dies or is exiled from the battlefield each turn, you draw a card and lose 1 life. Equipped creature gets +5, -2, equip 2. So it's bad clamp, but
Yeah. I think that's neat though.
yeah, you get to pay 2 mana.
This
Kill
is
your
for you get to
Grizzly
juice your fucking Calaxi deck.
Bear.
It's so much more than 4 mana Skull Clamp. It's so much more. Like just tell me you've never played Disciple of Bolas in a cool way. Tell me you've never seen God after playing Disciple of Bolas. I like this
needs
one.
to be non-token creature.
Does it if it's for I guess each turn. If it's out on each of your turns, I would say yeah, do it with the tokens.
I'm just scared of a Theomancer.
Yeah. Fuck Ophia Monster. So I would say on each of your turns are non-token. Tell me about the world and how it revolves.
The world revolving. 1 red sorcery with madness for 1 in a red. Each player discards their hand. Each player who does roll a 6-sided die and draws cards equal to the result +1.
Oh, if this wasn't a May, I'm putting you in prison. Oh, if this wasn't a May, I'm sending you to the fucking chair. But with a May,
I like that this is a wheel effect. That is very, very fun. The only other thing I could think of is maybe it does like a polymorph kind of thing. This is like Jevil's theme, and Jevil's like the Joker card. He's like scared. He's like a wild guy.
Let's see.
I like the madness cost. That's really fun.
Yeah, I think I like it. I think I like it. I think it doesn't get played as I think it wouldn't get played as much as it should because after 2 games people would be like, "Oh, if you roll a 1, that person just gives up on life." Even though like they chose this, right?
Anyone who loves Jevil is like always fine with rolling a 1.
Okay.
Like that's the kind of people these are.
That I accept.
I mean, even then, it's like you draw 2 cards for after discarding this one. Like if you're in a madness deck, that's really good.
Yeah.
Like even just drawing 2 to refill.
That's fair. What about the knife?
Devil's Knife. 1 red. Legendary artifact equipment. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top card of your library. You may play it this turn. If equipped creature would deal damage, it deals twice that much damage instead. Equip 4.
Okay, is Count on Luck just fucking nothing to you?
Yeah, like,
It's
Count Luck sucks. So
wait,
I'm happy to see
wait,
it
Count
upgraded.
Luck's fine. It's a fine card. This, yeah, you never beat the power creep allegations with this, but yeah, people would play it.
I like this card a lot, actually. It makes me super happy that I want an upkeep effect in my deck because it has other utility.
Yeah.
And it makes sense for Javel's Knife because it's just the best damage item in the game.
That makes sense then. It might this might trick an aggro player into having card advantage, which is good.
Oh, for certain. I like the cycle of like equipment with upkeep abilities. That's so cool.
Yeah.
All right. Black Shard. 2 black legendary artifact equipment. Whenever a creature attacks you, that creature's controller loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Okay, so it's Revenge of the Ravens. Whenever 1 or more opponents lose life, put a +1/+1 counter on an equipped creature. This ability only triggers once each turn. Equip 2, pay 2 life.
Let me look at Revenge of Ravens.
Revenge of the Ravens is 3 and a black.
Yeah, go fuck yourself. Okay, so we can't just be like, what if we had a different card and then stuff on top of it? You got away with it with Devil's Knife and Count on Luck. We can't just keep going. What if I fucking directly power creep something else? It is cool to aura farm them with the sword alone. I'm okay with like static effect that is independent of the equipment, but you're taking things and being like, what if it cost the same mana and did more? And then, to Elegman's point, yes, I did, and I think we grasp what you wanted to do. I'm not saying that your wants are wrong. I'm just saying that you have too many mechanics going on. Like we can, because you went, okay, I have 1 mechanic for this 2-color pair. I have 1 mechanic for this other 2-color pair. How do I bring them together? I make a new 3rd mechanic. I think that's where you went wrong. Okay, tell me about the Roaring Knight.
The Roaring Knight. 3 black for legendary creature Knight. Death Touch lifelink. Whenever a player casts a spell, that player loses 3 life. Okay, beautiful. I love it already. At the beginning of combat on your turn, target opponent faces a villainous choice. The Roaring Knight gets +3/+0 and gains Shadow until end of turn, or the Roaring Knight gains First Strike and Provoke until end of turn. I don't like keyword soup.
Yeah.
The rest of this kind of makes sense. I'd build she/her Smoker Quill.
It is.
The Roaring Knight is a beautiful lady.
I mean, it is keyword soup, but it is a kind of neat choice because the choice is really, I get to Voltron hit you really fucking hard, or I get to kill one of your creatures.
My thought is like at the beginning of combat on your turn, target opponent faces a villainous choice. The Roaring Knight deals 3 damage to any target, or it does something else, right? Like, so that plays with the lifelink in a funny way.
Mm-hmm.
It offsets the 3 life you lose when you cast a spell, because that whenever a player casts a spell, that's symmetrical.
Oh yeah, that is crazy.
Yeah, so I like it if it's like a lightning bolt,
Mm-hmm.
like that'd be cool. And then there's the second villainous choice, and then done.
Yeah, I like that.
Does black do damage like that? Yes. Look up Corrupt.
Get fucking corrupted, dog.
Soren's Thirst. Yeah, like, yeah, black does damage to objects with lifelink. In fact, we're getting one in Avatar. That looks sick.
Food time. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to Doghouse. Tell me about Gerson.
Old man Gerson. Oh yeah, I'm old. 2 in a Simic, so 2 green/blue. Legendary creature, Elder Turtle Advisor. Elder's hilarious. I'm old. Whenever Gerson attacks, you may untap it and remove it from combat. If you do, support 2. Whenever 1 or more creatures you control with counters on them becomes the target of a spell or ability your opponent's control, you may have them phase out. This ability triggers only once each turn, 2/5. I think it should say other creatures you control, because he doesn't really save himself. And I would hate it if like you get a counter on Gerson and then suddenly you just like have perma phasing forever.
Oh yeah, that would be the worst goddamn thing ever. So yeah, other creatures. This seems okay to me. I'm a Simic hater, and this is one of the least offensive Simic cards I've ever seen.
By the way, No Legs in chat saying the fuck is Provoke is exactly why I don't want that card to be that wordy.
Don't worry about it.
What's shadow? Search a shadow. What's good? What's you know, like you don't have. I don't want to do
Yeah.
like 5 rules searches every time I play a card.
What's half the shit you're talking about? All right,
Right.
what's up with this axe?
Justice Axe. 1 green, legendary artifact equipment. If you would put 1 or more counters on a permanent, put that many of those counters plus 1 on that permanent instead. Okay, at least it isn't fucking doubling them. Equipped creature has, whenever this creature attacks, proliferate. Okay, now we're effectively doubling them. Equip 4. I think this is fine.
I think on equip 4 that's fine.
Yeah.
If we see this printed in Magic, they will give it equip 1. But this is my favorite of the I'm going to give static effects, because this is we've power crept hardened scales, right? We've not done, this is branching evolution. So yeah, I'm
exactly.
cool with this.
Yeah, I'm liking it. All right, Shadow Crystal. For 3 mana, you get an artifact. Tap, add 1 mana of any color in your commander's color identity. Just make it add 1 mana.
You just get anything.
Dog.
You just get anything.
2 tap, scry 1, then draw a card if you control a commander. Whenever you cast a commander spell, if this card is in your graveyard, return this card from your graveyard to your hand.
Why do we need that on a mana rock? Whoa, whoa, whoa.
This is just really good, like top to bottom. Like for 3 rock, this is like, holy lord. This is better than Commander Sphere.
This is a rock. Everything's better than Commander Sphere. This is a rock made to convince Josh Lee Kwai personally that 3 mana rocks are playable.
Yeah, I think we're doing like one thing too many.
Yeah, I think we get rid of that whenever you cast a commander spell. I'm sure that's like some deep flavor thing that I play too much Fortnite to understand. But this is...
Yeah, this doesn't really give Shadow Crystal to me, by the way. Like, I don't know. Shadow Crystal's a little... It's like a weird rock that you're going to need later in the game. Like, the purposes of the secret bosses drop Shadow Crystals.
Yeah.
Is the joke. And then, like, they like let you look through things.
Okay. We are going to move to Raven Art's League of Legends cards. Elk, have you
I know
played
nothing
League
about League.
What
I know about League is... I know everything about Arcane, and I know Mordekaiser turns people into bricks.
Yep, that's exactly what happens. First, we got Thresh, a 5 mana 4/5. At the beginning of combat on your turn, target creature an opponent controls must block Thresh this turn. If able, for 1 and a black, exile target creature card that was put into the graveyard from the battlefield this turn. When you do, draw a card and put a +1/+1 counter on Thresh.
This card feels Golgari.
Yeah. However, I like it. Therefore, it's good. Go fuck yourself.
I like the design too. I think it should be 3 green-black. That's it.
3 green-black? I could see that. I could see Golgari for him, but I like this mechanically. I think I would play it. It feels appropriate to playing against Thresh. Next, we got Hecarim, Treacherous Knight, a 5 mana Orzhov 6/4. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, that player loses a life and you gain 1 life. Flavor fail for not bringing back the Aether Drift speed mechanic. For a white, Hecarim gets +1/+1 until end of turn. If this is the 3rd time this ability has resolved this turn, Hecarim gains lifelink and trample until end of turn.
That second ability is like, why did you put more slop on top of my broken card? It's just like,
I don't know if I'll lose 1, gain 1 broken card.
I know it's for each creature that does combat damage, dude. Like, you have like 5 spirits, suddenly you have 10 power.
Oh, that's... Ooh, yeah, wait. I'm sorry I said it. 1 or more. Yeah, this is... So now he's one of the best token commanders ever and is a very real Voltron threat as well.
Oh my
God.
And
Hecarim in the game, by the way, this guy sucks. This guy is fucking weak as piss in the game.
It's not a +1/+0 Anthem effect, actual milk. It is kind of like +1.5 because you are getting 1 life. So it's technically a 3-point life swing for each hit.
Well, Orzhov has never really cared about life gain, so it's not like that's just not going to contribute very much.
Oh no, exactly. No, you're right. You're right. I forgot.
Well, we've seen, okay, Smoker, we've seen scarier token commanders. My point is this is a very relevant token anthem on a guy who will hit you for 21 fucking 2 turns in.
I think if you axe the second half of this card, people are still having a ton of fun with this thing.
Yeah. Okay. Madra, no, we are not allowing you to fully prepay cards. It's going to be commission only. I will come up with a price that is uncapped pay in advance. Be forewarned, it's going to be a stupid amount that will make you throw up. But we will come up with a price for that. But right now, you got to wait for a commission to go live. Next, we got Maokai, Twisted Treant, 6 mana Golgari 2/5. Landfall. Whenever you play a land, you may sack it. If you do, make a 0/0 black and green plant. Put X counters on it, where X is the number of land cards in your graveyard. At the beginning of your end step, exile a land card from your graveyard. When you do, gain 3 life.
I like everything this card does. I think it's kind of cute.
Mechanically, it's really interesting. It doesn't feel like Maokai to me, but this may be a lore thing. This does not feel like gameplay to me, because in the game, Maokai makes really annoying tiny plants. I guess some people can build for like the plants to do damage, but it's never really that much unless you're having a Christmas Land game. But mechanically, very cool Magic card.
Yeah,
Right.
I think I agree. The second ability isn't a May. You have to shrink the lands in your graveyard.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's fine.
And honestly, the Golgari players deserve it. I would be so much chiller seeing this as a Golgari land stack than anything else. But next, we got Callista, the Spear of Vengeance, a Mardu 2-drop, 1/1 first strike, death touch, soul bond. Whenever Callista or a creature she's paired with deals combat damage to a player, that player gets a Ren counter. 1 in a red, Callista deals X damage to each opponent, where X is twice the number of Ren counters they have, then each opponent loses all Ren counters. I love it.
I love it.
Yeah! We fixed it! So this is a card we saw before, and I crashed out about it. This feels very much like Callista to me. This feels exactly like what playing against Callista feels like. Massive fan. I think I would play it. It would feel fun to play, and like if I got to kill you with it, it would feel like I had earned it.
I think I would just change the wording on the second ability to make it clear that you're not punching each opponent for the number of Ren counters that each opponent has. Right? Like it's meant to do damage to people with Ren counters.
Yeah.
And not hit all opponents. Like right now it's worded a bit vague where it seems like...
Oh, sure. Yeah, you're bad at reading. I get that. Yeah.
Of course.
Of course.
This is way too powerful. I don't know.
That's
if you're
not
right.
True.
I think
that's a lie.
First strike death touch is like uncommon. Soul bond, that ability is rare. And like no, soul bond, the rest of the abilities is like this is fine for a mythic. This is a mythic card.
First strike death touch dies to a stiff wind. I'm like, that's this is one of those cards. This card is broken in a pod that thinks removing things is mean.
You're entirely right.
Like, that's it. If your pod is like, oh, it's rude to kill my opponent's commander, this card is broken. In every other pod in the world, this is a neat aggro thing. It's the X damage and doubling. Yeah, but it's X and doubling based on the number of times I have hit you across the entire game.
Yeah, I poke you with a needle, I poke you with a needle, I poke you with a needle. I play Gratuitous Violence for 5 mana. All my creatures do double damage, and then I activate for another 2 mana, and then I punch you for, it'd be like 14 or something damage. Like, you deserve that. Come on. That's 7 mana.
If I have hit you every combat for 5 turns, then I deal 10 damage to you. Are you kidding me? We're fucking...
Yeah, but you're kidding yourself, chat. Like, let's move on. This card's fine.
Yeah. And then Yorick, Shepherd of Souls, a 5 mana Abzan 3/5 with Vigilance. Whenever they attack, make a 1/1 black zombie creature token tapped and attacking. Whenever a creature dies, put a grave counter on him for 2 and a black and tap, make them Maiden, a legendary 3/3 Wraith with remove a grave counter from a creature you control, make a 1/1 black zombie creature token. Activate only once each turn.
This is like amounts of nested triggers and like tokens and bullshit that we have not seen since the likes of that one frog guy with Kaimi. You know the one I'm talking about from Neon Dynasty?
Yeah. But Yorick is that annoying in the game too. Every time you play League of Legends, you're just like, oh my god, this fucking dickhead and his fucking zombie loops.
Yeah, I think Mothman and Pedgeman has a point as well. Zombies are 2/2s.
Yeah. And then, okay, let me clarify what Madra asked. I am not going to post an amount that will let you post any number. The limit to the number of cards that an individual author can get reviewed each stream is going to stand, because when any of you are allowed to post more than 20, it kills viewership. We have seen it happen like 6 times now, so there's no amount of money that can be paid to break the authorial cap. What the price?
Give us $3,000 and we'll break the authority.
True, yeah. $3,000. I'll kill a stream for you. The different card price we're gonna set is what it's gonna be to prepay when a commission is not up. Because right now it is, I think it's $4 a card if you buy via a Ko-Fi commission, but that is, you can only get them when the commissions are active. I will put up a different one that is like, you can buy as many as you want ahead of time, and you can always guarantee that you are in the queue to be reviewed, but you can still only get 20 done a stream unless you've paid like literally thousands of dollars. Okay. I mean, Yorick's a 5-mana commander though. 5-mana commanders today have to do so much shit.
Yeah, it's not the amount of shit. Like, I don't think this card's broken. It's just like, oh my god, I have to like jump through 7,000 hoops to get a fucking 1/1.
Yeah, fuck you. I don't know. You're Abzan aristocrats. You're Abzan aristocrats. What do you want?
I'd play fucking Gave, Guru of Spores, man.
That's true.
That's the fucking Rube Goldberg make a 1/1 commander, and he goes infinite.
That's very true. All right, next we got the Monarch. Hit me with it.
The Monarch. 3. If this doesn't give you the Monarch, I'm gonna be pissed off. 3 black-red, legendary creature, human villain. When the Monarch enters, you become the Monarch. Okay, thank God. Already 5 out of 5. Beginning of your end step. If you're the Monarch, each opponent exiles cards from the top of their library until they exile a non-land card. Then each opponent faces a villainous choice. You may cast that card without paying its mana cost, or you amass villain's X, where X is that card's mana value.
Holy shit, this is like kind of good?
Yes, I like this. However, anything that triggers if you're the Monarch should happen on your upkeep.
That's true. Unless it's like, if this was 6 or 7, then I would say, yeah, you need to let me have this the turn I play it. Yeah.
The point
of this, it's really cool though.
The point of if you control the Monarch is you get a nice little treat.
You have to defend
if you defended yourself. Yeah. I think you get like a little pity prize. Like the Monarch will scry 1 if you are not the Monarch. Something like really weak.
You take 1 damage if you're not the Monarch. Fuck you. Next we got
loses 1 life.
Oh my god, perfect. Next we have Krazak the Cruel, a 4-mana mono black orc rogue with menace. Whenever Krazak ETBs deal combat damage to a player, you can sack a non-token permanent. If you do, search your library for a card that shares a type with a sacrificed permanent, reveal it, put it into your hand, and then shuffle. I'm whomping on the smell. Of course you like it, Tutor Boy.
It's Sidisi.
Let me look at Sidisi.
It's 5 mana Sidisi with like it has exploit, right? That one enters, it exploits something. This is a mythic.
Yeah, I don't think it's broken. That's why I said I was whomping on the smell. I just whenever I see something like this as a legendary, I'm assuming it's designed for the command zone, and In mono black, I have such significant doubts what you're going to do is going to make me do anything but groan.
Oh, I 100% agree, but it says non-token permanent. You have to hit them. It's not on attack. And then there's also like you get a little enters.
It's on it's on enters. So it's just like
but it's not on enters and then I sacrifice a source or an instant get saw in half, you know? It's not like
yeah, that's true.
Because it has to be a permanent and a non-token permanent at that. Like, I don't know. I like this card a lot. It's super cool.
I think it's fair. I just think every time you do make it happen, I'm going to mark you down in my little mental notebook of like people not to play with anymore. That's what I think about it.
Steep says in my YouTube chat, needs a more restrictive mana cost. I don't know if you've ever played with one color, but that is pretty restrictive.
I can't play all my utility lands. All right, Elk, tell me about the Forgotten Man.
The Forgotten Man, 1 mana, legendary enchantment creature, illusion. When the Forgotten Man enters, circle the location it was cast from below.
No,
the Forgotten Man cannot be cast from a circle location. Tap, you gain an egg counter. Exile the Forgotten Man. When you have 5 egg counters, you win the game. Command zone, hand, exile, graveyard, library.
You got me fucked up. We don't need to be enabling this behavior in people. This is the type of thing you use key jingling to get people not to do.
I'm trying to think about how you even fucking do this, dude. It's just like
don't. That's the trap. They're making you consider dogshit Exodia. Don't consider dogshit Exodia.
Well, also just like it's part of the resolution, the exile the Forgotten Man. So you have like a Mangara problem where you go like tap, you gain an egg counter in response to that ability. I flicker it. And then it comes back as a new game object. And then you can just dink, 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 dink. And proliferate. Yeah, proliferate exists. You're right.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God. The blue players ruin it for everybody again.
Yeah, so flickering this works. Like, you can Mangara this thing. How do you actually... I just described how you actually accomplish this. Like, look up Mangara loops. Like...
Yeah, you accomplish
make an egg emblem. We're too deep. Let's not add egg emblems to that.
Yeah, you accomplish it by not doing what the designer intended and just doing what everybody has always done with counters from the beginning of time.
Anyway, this card fucking fries me. That's so funny. All right, Wandering Ronin. Red for a 5/3 with haste. During your end step, if Wandering Ronin attacks this turn, target opponent gains control of Wandering Ronin. Oh, it's dogshit slicer.
Yeah, I don't think this is good enough, but it is a cute idea.
Yeah. Did you hear, by the way, that Travis Gafford, you're familiar. He at Command Fest Tacoma, the Laughing Dragon event, whatever. Yeah. Oh, not Tacoma, whatever. Anyway, it was some event. He was there with Khan, the Trinket Mage, and Travis Gafford got first place in a CEDH tournament. He was playing with Khan.
Oh, yeah, he went Alexios, right?
Yeah, he won with Alexios. He won the tournament.
Yeah, that'll fucking happen.
And it's just because he put Alexios on the stack, and then all 3 of the blue players were like, I'm not countering that. And then he beat them to death.
That's so fucking funny. That's so fucking funny, man.
It's according to Khan, it's the only tournament placement for Alexios, which just like warms me to my heart. Good job, Travis. That is fucking hilarious.
That's goddamn amazing. Next, we are going to move on to a second egg card from a different designer. This one is from Little Mix Doom. Egg,
oh, I love
1 mana, Clue Food Treasure. Holy shit. Sack the egg to add a mana of any color. 2 mana sack egg to draw a card. 2 mana sack the egg to gain 3 life. Whenever egg is put into a graveyard from anywhere, its owner shuffles their graveyard into their library.
Super Lembus.
Yeah.
I love Super Lembus.
I don't care enough about this game to have a strong opinion. I just know, like, Little Mix Doom, your fun little flavor dream is going to be corrupted by all of the fucking Cheerios players. The Maria player will know not what matters about the egg. They only know that it triggers Aetherflux Reservoir.
It might be too strong, honestly, for Modern, because Modern right now does have a very good affinity deck, and you like 0 mana Artifact Fall. In that deck a lot, and this is 0 mana Artifact Fall.
All right, next we have a space between. A land. Exile a space between, add double colorless. You may play this land from exile, but not anywhere else. This land can't enter the battlefield unless it was played.
Oh wow!
So we're
you have to,
doing
brainstorm it, then impulse draw it, then you can play it, and then you can.
when I solve a logic puzzle to play my fucking Temple of the False Gods.
Discard it, exile your graveyard, then you get like that's a lot.
Yeah, I mean this is I believe you that it's a good reference. I don't believe you that it's a Magic card.
If you got rid of comma, exile a space between colon, and then just had it be tap, add 2 colorless, and then all the rest of this text, it would be fine. That would be okay.
Yeah, I would believe in that.
Like if you've jumped through the cast this from exile hoop, then you get a soul land.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you play this land from exile, it enters with a egg counter, and when it has the egg counter, you can tap for 2 colorless instead of 1 colorless. And then there would be like dope.
All right, tell me about the Priest of La Mancha land, Elk.
I'm sorry, what?
Tell me about the Priest of La Mancha land!
Priest of La Mancha land, La Bubu land. Red, white, black, legendary creature, vampire, lifelink. When this creature enters, blood seeps into the battlefield.
No.
Okay, that means something. Whenever this creature takes damage, create a blood token. Unforgivable Sin consumes Blood Feast. Dude, what fucking like Yu-Gi-Oh card is this? When this creature attacks, it gains indestructible death touch and must be blocked until end of turn available. Okay, what's blood seeps into the battlefield? So blood feast
or blood seeps into the battlefield is this is a Yu-Gi-Oh field effect. Whenever a blood token enters or is sacrificed, you get a blood feast counter. When a card consumes blood feast, remove that many blood feast counters.
Just make it sack blood tokens, dude. It's not that deep.
But then I don't get my own mechanic, you motherfucker! Sorry.
Just sack just make blood. It makes blood tokens, and you get to sack 4 blood tokens to do a thing.
Yeah, but in the show, when he walks into a room, there's blood everywhere, and that has to be represented mechanically, or what's the point?
My God. Manager of La Mancha land. I'm gonna call it La Mancha land from now on. That shit's hilarious. 2 red, white, black. Legendary creature, vampire. Haste, first strike, lifelink. When this creature enters, blood seeps into the battlefield. You get weird emblem. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to... Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to create a blood token. Wow, that's really good. Lysandra, consume Blood Feast 10. This creature gains trample and +X/+X, where X is the number of blood tokens you control until end of turn. But, okay, so that would not work with the sacrificing blood tokens, but still, like, there's, like, it gets +10/+10 until end of turn, because you sack 10 blood tokens.
Yeah.
Blood your engines. Someone pin that, please.
Oh, fuck. It's pinned. It's pinned.
Oh, thank God. Oh my God, that's so funny.
Yeah, I mean, I get... So the thing that I understand about Blood Seeps into the Battlefield is we're trying to make blood tokens better, because right now blood tokens suck shit. I do think this is overhandling the dough. But I am sympathetic to being like, well, how do I get this blood token benefit while still being able to sack the blood tokens? Because right now in the game, all of the blood token payoffs are just like so awful.
Jaws hasn't hit paper yet.
That's true. Jaws is going to change the game for them. But I'm not... I am convinced on the payoffs. I am not convinced on the blood seeps into the battlefield mechanic. All right. Next we have Trinket Goyf. A 4-mana fucking idiot. Trinket Goyf's power is equal to the number of artifacts on the battlefield with mana value 1 or less, and its toughness is equal to that number plus 1. Ak Elk Run. It's the Trinket Goyf. It's the Lubrious Snail. Last words. Perfect card. Print this shit.
I'm copying this into the podcast.
Pay no attention. Pay no attention to the clue token player murdering you violently.
It is true. This works really well with clues.
Instantly the best Goyf ever made.
All right. I think. Hang on. Listen. It's a Goyf. It should also at least look at your graveyard. It's okay if it looks at the battlefield, but it should also look at the graveyard. Plus, a lot of the baubles you sack.
Yeah,
actual.
that's fine.
This is a joke card, but I'm still like actual. Like this is funny.
Mm-hmm.
Lurgoyf Wizard. You get a wizard cycle for it. Dope.
All right. Next, we got General Faust, a 4-mana Rakdos Flampler. 4/4 on ETB. You can discard your hand to draw 3. Once during each of your turns, you may cast a mercenary or soldier spell from your graveyard by exiling 3 other cards from your graveyard. So we get Coda's text, but only for mercenaries or soldiers.
Okay.
That seems fine. That seems inoffensive.
Yeah, for sure. Especially on like a 4/4 flying trampler, that's very good. And then when it enters, you just get to refill. Dope.
Yeah, I'm down with that. And then we have K9A Driver, a 5-mana white 4/4 flying vigilance, fabled, and fabled as he gets a bounty counter when it deals combat damage. As long as Driver has 1 or more bounty counters on it, if you would put 1 or more counters on a creature or planeswalker you control or on yourself, put that many +1. As long as the Driver has 5 or more bounty counters on it, prevent all damage that would be dealt to attacking creatures you control. Remarkably fair.
Oh yeah, 5 bounty counters.
Yeah.
You're fucking dead.
I kill you now.
I've dealt you 20 damage before I get that second ability.
Yeah, very well, it only has to hit 3 times because it puts 2 counters on itself after it gets the first counter on.
Oh, like then, this first ability interacts with Fable?
Yeah,
that's so awkward. I guess it makes sense.
I think that's fine though. If you want to have like, because this is just a Lae'zel ability that cares about the precon mechanic, which is bounty counters. I think it's nice.
Right. Yeah, it's fine.
Oh no. All right, from the same artist that brought you Sliverhoof Behemoth, we have Sliver of Treachery, a 7-mana 2/3. When Sliver of Treachery enters, gain control of target permanent. It becomes a sliver in addition to its other types. At the beginning of your end step, if you control 3 or more slivers you don't own, draw 3 cards. I just want to... No, not fuck off. You're a coward. You're a coward. You knew you should have printed slivers you control have when this enters, gain control of target permanent.
Yeah, wait. Yeah, no, all slivers need to have the enters ability. I was like, dude, I cannot wait to ghost away my board of slivers and steal your whole board. I'm like, I can't wait to hit you with the brooding sliver and make like 15 sliver tokens, and then they all steal your shit. Like, this is cowardice.
I can wait for that, but that's what it should have been.
Oh my god. No, this card sucks. It needs to have all slivers have the Agent of Treachery ETB.
I do thank you for the Twitch short though. we're posting that. Lorik, Stony Visionary, Temur 4/4. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, if an additional or alternative cost is paid to cast it, exile it as it resolves with a spell counter on it. Whenever Lorik attacks, make an XX green golem creature token that is tapped and attacking, where X is twice the number of cards you control in exile with spell counters on them.
I'm scared on principle. I don't want alternative cost to become regular. Dude, after Up the Beanstalk got banned, we got 3 standard sets in a row where they've printed cards with alternative costs that make them cheaper to cast. I don't want that to be Magic going forward. I played Hearthstone. Everything costs 0 in that game, and it sucks. I don't want alternative cost Magic. We should not be keywording this.
I agree with the principle. In specific, I'm not terrified, mostly because I don't know exactly what you're going to do with it. But I agree with the principle that you are delving into a dark region of the game that you should not be walking in.
To be clear, Omniscience is an alternative casting cost.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Like, there's so many ways to trigger that.
All right. Let's move to the next set. I will have you read these, Elk, because my jaw needs a little tiny break because I am a baby.
All right. Raven, Operator 621. 5 mana for legendary artifact creature, human mercenary, flying, first strike vigilance. Gets +1/+1 for each equipment attached to him and for each other mercenary you control. Wooburg, reveal the top 7 cards of your library. You may put a mercenary and or equipment card from among them into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Field Operator. You can have a second commander if they're a creature with field with Navigator. Okay, with Navigator. Okay, so this is General Tazri, but it kills you.
Which is fine, because General Tazri is like, if you're not comboing, you're not really doing anything. And I do like it when cards don't have to do that.
Yeah, it's just like you get a backup commander on top of this. Holy, like partners are.
I think we have to see what the navigators are, because yeah, partner's a fucked up thing, but like this is a 2/2 with keywords for 5 mana.
Okay, Handler Walter, Boros hybrid black. Once again, hybrid mana fetish.
But this is used. Creature. This is used appropriately because it's used to give the card a 3-color identity, even though we only think he's worth 2 mana.
Mercenary spells he casts cost 1 less to cast. Navigator. Was the previous card a mercenary? Yes, it was. So you can go this on turn 2, turn 3, some object, turn 4, you get your commander earlier. Okay, it just makes all your mercenary spells 1 less. So
yeah, that's pretty fair.
Yeah, I guess mercenaries are Mardu-ish. Wow, this
is some type of art. Wow, what a fucking step up from the black and white grandpa. Fucking this card should have like a boing on an onomatopoeia as the flavor text.
All right, 1 is it hybrid white, legendary creature, human scientist, equipment you control have equipped mercenary 1 navigator. Okay. I'm getting the image here. So we either build more on the mercenary side, we build more on the equipment side with this babe. Mm-hmm. Next up, more boobs on my cards. Ire Coral Soulmate, 1 Simic hybrid white, ward 3, always with you. Whenever you cast a mercenary spell and an equipment spell for the first time each turn, you gain 2 life and draw a card. So we have the Thrasios.
Yeah,
and the Tatyova.
Hey, yeah, you just hey, do you want card draw? Here you go. Hey.
This is the best one so far, and it's not even remotely close.
Yeah, by a long shot.
Isamu Relentless Warlord, 1 Mardu, Menace Bushido 2 Doom Strike. This creature deals damage in the form of Doom counters. At the beginning of each player's end step, they lose 1 life for each Doom counter they have. Creatures get -1, -0 for each Doom counter on them. What the fuck? So it just like perma damages you for the rest of you bleed.
Yeah,
out.
They wanted to figure out a way to get like a stacking bleed debuff in Commander.
That would be awesome if it was the only thing this card did. When this creature dies, its controller loses life equal to the number of Doom counters on that creature.
So this thing just shits damage relentlessly, huh?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot. Yeah. I feel like we gave him Bushido just because he has a samurai type line.
I agree with that. Like, samurai don't do that no more. Samurai attack alone. They got the fucking exalted text now because they realized that Bushido is like eating saltine crackers.
Mm-hmm. But I am kind of fucking with Doomstrike as an idea. This is kind of...
I would want neat. A legendary creature with just Doomstrike. Am I off base for that? Like, it has Menace Doomstrike, and that's it.
Yeah,
It doesn't do dog shit to creatures. It just damages creatures.
Yeah, that's fine to me. Plugu can... Yes, they do. Plugu was talking about art credits. We got art credits on all of these.
Yeah, they're in the lower left-hand corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I like the idea of a Doomstrike mechanic. I'm going to fire my exposition gun a little bit here. In Hearthstone, there was a card for Blood Death Knight for a while. Mm-hmm. And it was a giant, like, fuck-off 8-mana card. And it just says, when this enters, your opponent gets an emblem that just says, I lightning bolt you every turn. And then you just play Mega Control. You just, like, wipe the board, kill spell. And meanwhile, they're just slowly bleeding out in front of you. Well, you just destroy all their toys. I loved that card so much. It was so funny.
I'm going to fire my exposition gun, my logistics gun. We have like 9 or 10 cards until we're at the end of the current list. At that time, we're going to be opening up new paid commissions on Ko-Fi and new channel point redeems on Twitch. So if you're watching the stream on any of the platforms and you want to be able to purchase a custom card, it's like 100 channel points, which you can get in like 10 to 15 minutes. So if you want to try to submit a card, I would recommend popping over to Twitch now for when the second wave of redeems go live in just a little bit.
All right. Cannot Rogue Trader. For Sultai, you get a legendary creature, Horror Citizen.
Open up shop. Play with your hand revealed. During their turn, your opponents can play lands and cast spells from your hand and can spend mana as though
No. I know what you're going for, and I want to immediately shut it down. This is not a dynamic you can effectuate in Commander.
Okay, I see. Just like Reed sees the spoils. That card's fun. Like, do that.
Yeah.
This is nightmarish. Yeah, because you need to get Xanathar wording in here. Like, you can't cast spells from your own hand while they're... Yeah, no, don't.
Mm-hmm.
It transforms, by the way?
Yeah, if you attack the shopkeeper or commit a crime. Which, like, I get the vision. This is a video game meme that we all... That it, like, would be cool if we could translate into Commander, and I just don't think it translates well into Commander.
Yeah, like, oh, if you want to do, like, the angry, like... video game shopkeeper meme, it's like it enters and everyone gets a treasure token.
Mm-hmm.
And then when someone commits a crime, it flips into a giant monster.
Yeah, we're overcomplicating it to make it feel more faithful, and especially because this is end step, like this just sounds like everybody hand rips you and you lose the game.
Yeah, it does have the text when at the beginning of each end step, if you have fewer than 7 cards in hand, you draw cards equal to the difference. But what your opponent does is if they ever draw into one of your kill spells, they go spell, kill spell your card.
Right.
And then, oh, they committed a crime, you may transform it. Doesn't matter. It's not exiling itself. Like, it's still getting killed, spelled, whatever. I don't like that card.
All right, Nahobino. What'd he do?
Wooburg for a legendary creature, human god. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies or is put into exile, you get an experience counter. Has the activated abilities of each other creature you control and of all creatures in your graveyard with mana value X or less, where X is the number of experience counters you have. Once during each of your turns, you may activate an ability without paying its costs.
That seems like a recipe for disaster. I am not a Marvin aficionado, but I know people who are, and they are not happy.
Wooburg Marvin, all you need to get is 3 mana value. You get Pili Pala, and you start making infinite mana.
Oh, yeah. I don't.
This is a super mega combo card. This is like, look at Marisi. Like, or is it Marisi? That's Breaker of the Coil. I'm thinking of Marisil, the Pretender.
Yeah. I know who you're talking about. Which I guess for all the Wooburg combo players who were not eating well enough already, this is your card. But I'm personally not. I do not like these kinds of cards where instantly the only reasonable thing to do is combo off.
Do you like Devil May Cry, Mold?
Never played it.
Great, we're going into this one blind. Dante,
yeah.
Son of Sparta. 2 red, white, haste, 4/4. Whenever Dante attacks, attach an equipment to him. Then transform him if there are 3 or more equipment attached to him. Flips into Dante, Devil Trigger. Trample. Other attacking creatures you control get +1/+1 for each equipment attached to Dante. When Dante dies, you may attach any number of equipment attached to him to other creatures you control. This is how you do a flip card. It's very tame on the front. It flips. Bam. It does like something better. And it's based on what made it flip.
And even that, it's not crazy I win instantly, right? This is just a banner.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you kill my guy, I get a rebate value. I have life insurance on him because I get to reattach my equipment. I agree. This fucks. All this makes me understand about Devil May Cry is they like swords and they like fighting. Do I understand the media now?
Dante likes weapons. That makes sense. And he turns into a devil. Great.
Hell yeah. We've done it. Fuck yeah, Helios.
Aw, Twitch.
Yeah, Guy Hammerglue indeed. And Helios, because you left a note about it, I will say, perfect example of a double-sided card that I would count as 1 submission. I would say if you had like 1 more ability, we would be talking about, no, this is 2 cards. For anybody that is like, oh, can I submit my double-sided card as 1, or is Mauld gonna call it 2? This is a great example of a thing that I consider 1 card.
The front half of Dante isn't uncommon. If one half of your double face card is like uncommon power level, I think it's 1 card.
Yeah. All right, next, lore accurate Twitch. Twitch sewer
Twitch is hot.
Oh my god. That's not true. All right. 1/2 with mutation. Phyrexian mana, if you paid the real mana, he gets an infect counter. For X, black and green, you can tap and double the number of poison counters or -1/-1 counters on each of up to X target permanents and or players, which can't be blocked while attacking a player without poison counters. That is fucking exactly as annoying and fair as the real Twitch is. So hats off to you. I hate it.
Doubling the number of poison counters on each opponent is really gross. That's awesome. That's very strong. That being said, it's like it's a 2-drop or it's a 3-drop if you want it to have infect, and then it just like you get death by shock.
Yeah.
Like I'm having a hard time calling this.
He's a rat. You step on him. He's a rat. You step on him. All right, talk to me about this Origin Engine.
Origin Engine. 6 mana, legendary artifact, indestructible. Whenever a non-token artifact enters the battlefield under control, put a charge counter on it. Tap, remove X counters from it. Add X mana of any combination of colors. If X is 3 or more, draw a card. X mana. So non-token artifact enters.
Every day I thank God that we don't have Paradox Engine legal.
Oh, for real. Oh my God.
But so in a world with no Paradox Engine, probably fine for being 6 mana.
This says all of your artifacts cost 1 less, like retroactively. Yeah. And that's for 6 mana.
Yeah. And
we get that on like 2 drops. And then sometimes this draws a card. The big thing is like hide on the ceiling is like, exile all these artifacts, then return them. Right? You can do like mass exile and enter stuff, but I don't even think that's that broken for a 6 mana artifact. Honestly, this might be fine at 5.
Don't say that. They don't deserve anything. But you're good at 6.
That's true.
You slide at 6. All right, next we have Stupid Pun, the Talking Stick. A 1-mana green artifact equipment. Whenever a equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, that player cannot cast spells until that player's next upkeep. Equip 1 or equip beast 0.
This is a white effect.
Yeah. I know it's green because green players get mad at it, but this is a white card.
This is a white card. There is like 1 B that does it in green, but like that's not a precedent for this being a green ability. It's not quite repeatable silence actual milk, but yeah.
It's close though. It's a dumb pun card. I think this is actually like really fucking good.
Yeah, it's definitely decent.
Because you lay this down and then you just do all of your stuff in main phase 2.
Yeah, you do.
The blue player.
Yeah, but like it doesn't give a stat buff. Like I'm thinking of like Conqueror's Flail, right?
Oh, that's true. Yeah. But Conqueror's Flail, isn't that not? Conqueror's Flail costs a little. Oh, it's 2 mana. Okay.
Yeah, someone mentioned Hope of Ghirapur. Hope of Ghirapur. It's not Heart of Ghirapur, by the way. Hope of Ghirapur. You hit someone, they can't cast spells until your next turn. So non-creature spells until your next turn. This says you're silenced for my turn.
Okay, yeah, then that's totally fine. Razakhan, Thief of Power. A Mardu 3/3. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, add red. This only triggers during an opponent's turn. Whenever an opponent activates ability, if it's not a mana ability, add white. Only during an opponent's turn. Whenever an opponent draws a card, add black. This ability only triggers during an opponent's turn.
Oops, all instants, right?
Right. Yeah. The idea seems cool in a background. In a vacuum, the decks that you make out of this deck card seem horrifying or just super annoying.
On top of that, it's just so awkward. Like I draw a card. Okay, I make a black mana. I don't have a 1 black mana instant, but I made it, and now it's fizzling out of my mana pool.
I mean, you have credit to you. You have made a way for Night and Day to become the second most hated mechanic in Magic.
Yeah,
it's a cute idea. It's a cute idea. I don't think it functions as well as we want it to. Okay. Now I'm gonna go set the new Ko-Fi redeems live. And then just so that everybody is aware, I'm going to set these live. These are going to be broken. I apologize in advance, but whenever I set Ko-Fi redeems live in real time, they tend to not fucking work. So I apologize in advance, but this is what we got. Okay, those are published. I am throwing the link into Twitch chat. I am publishing the one-offs, because right now the pack of fives were live. And then after I publish the one-offs, we are going to publish the channel point redeems. Okay, those are live. I'm going to come back to Twitch. We are going to publish channel point redeems. Alec, probably not.
Oh my goodness. My vertical stream's going crazy right now.
Oh, for Battlefall, I made it that way so that you get value even when your opponents kill your control points and they flip control to their side.
I don't like that either.
I'm not sold on that. I don't even have my vertical stream going. Failed content creator.
My vertical stream has 60 concurrent viewers. Hi, vertical YouTube. Hi.
Hi, vertical YouTube. I love you, vertical YouTube. I'm taking a break from it because it was working. It worked really well for like 3 weeks, and then both my YouTube streams cratered out of nowhere. I have no idea if YouTube was like, this guy's trying to view farm us, or if I just fell off naturally or what happened. But it went from like normal to both the vertical stream and the horizontal stream was less than 10 viewers. Like every day for like a week. And then I stopped doing vertical streams and now it's back to normal. Shit was horrifying.
Now that I've called out vertical YouTube as existing, it has dropped by 10.
Oh,
so many
no.
that hate the
Wait. All right, I'm also going to run the manual. Actually, I'm going to set the channel points live and then we'll run the manual ad break.
Yeah, I'm going to join you doing that. Can I link you daily MTG challenge? This is something I've been playing on stream and it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So it's like Pokidoku.
What in the hell is a Pokidoku?
I forgot you're like 30. My fault.
Hey, whoa, what the fuck, dog? So everybody who got a card, we have a free Discord you can join. There is a named thread in the Dear Maulhound channel called October 9th Custom Card Review. You submit them in there. Breads, thank you for the 100-bit cheer. Maul, thoughts on Army Ants and it being a perfectly reasonable card? I don't know what the fuck that is. And then Little Mix Doom, thank you for the 100-bit cheers. Someone posted Silksong cards. Wasn't that you?
Oh.
Did I see your point redeem? Probably not. Hold on.
Scuff Dice. Thank you for being the first tier 1 of the stream.
God bless you, Scuff Dice. I love you, Scuff Dice.
So anyway, this daily MTG challenge, it's a grid, and you have to like name a card that fits into the two like grid objects.
Mm-hmm.
So like white, mana value 5, creature 3 power. That's the top leftmost one. And God, I'm like blanking on like a white 5 mana value 3 power creature.
Hold on. So Little Mix Doom, you're saying they posted... Oh, yeah, for a game that just came out? Okay. Yeah. Hold on.
I think Aerial Extortionist? Nope. I've already fucked up.
I'm policing Silksong spoilers. Hold on.
Oh, understood.
Where on earth did they post Silksong spoilers? Mauled, I've been trying to get a partner pair in for over a month. Is it possible I could incur a redeem debt just this once to get them both in now? No. If you got one, so if you buy an actual redeem, you can hold that until you get a second. We are not allowing anybody to go into debt, because otherwise, if I begin being sympathetic to any of your pleas, I will give all of my soup away to orphans, and we cannot have that. I
hate orphans.
I hate them. I hate them, and I want them to starve. So no. If you have, we cannot do deficit spending in the points economy when the points economy is already extremely generous. But what you can do is, now that you've bought one, you can hold that, and when you get your second one, you can do them at once. I mean, Footgroose, personally, Silksong spoilers are fine. I will announce that they are spoilers before we look at the cards, and then anybody who really doesn't want Silksong spoilers can click out of the stream. It is not a big deal for them to exist in a Discord thread. Right, no, you got one redeem. So you can hold that one redeem until you get a second, and then you can post those two at once. I will allow that redeem to be redeemed on a later stream once you get your second, but there is no going into redeem debt. But
I see Majra typing and I'm terrified.
But can a Hollow Knight get it? Absolutely not. He's a little fucking bug.
Yeah, no, I agree. That guy's 1 inch tall. What is he doing to me?
That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying.
Are you ready to start talking about cards, or?
I'm so ready. Yeah. Hold on. Let me get back to this shit. Okay. Tell me about Project X7.
Project X7, 3 black red legendary creature Phyrexian villain. Are we gonna have to put villain on every Phyrexian that ever gets printed?
We do have to. Are they a bad guy? They're a villain.
I hate villain hero. Anyway, first strike menace for a 5/4. When Project X7 enters the battlefield or attacks, each player mills 3 cards, and when it dies, incubate X, where X is the number of creature cards and target player's graveyard. It's just a dude that shits out a dude. Dope.
Wildly fair, yeah.
Wildly fair.
I think fair to the point that nobody's going to play this card like you want it to. I think everyone's just going to be like, I have first strike and menace Voltron.
Yeah, exactly. Festering Birthing Pod. 2 and a black enchantment. When it enters, incubate 2. Whenever a non-Phyrexian creature you control dies, put a +1/+1 counter on target incubator token. 2 and a black, regenerate target Phyrexian. Okay, I'm sure this card is fine design-wise, but you cannot name a card anything Birthing Pod, because Birthing Pod has a connotation in Magic the Gathering of I am spinning through my library. So it needs to be a Birthing Pod style effect, right?
Or they even do that for just pod cards, because don't they have Synthesis Pod for the blue one or something?
Yes, Synthesis Pod, pods and birthing, those are claimed words.
They already got shooters.
You're laughing at birthing, pal. There's nothing wrong with a little bit of birthing.
Yeah, woefully fair. I think woefully fair card though.
Oh yeah, for sure. Regenerate target Phyrexian is the best line of text on this card.
Yeah.
Sudden Awakening, 1 and a black for an instant. Until end of turn, target creature gets +2/+2/+0, gains fear, and becomes a Phyrexian in addition to its other types. Whenever the creature deals combat damage to a player this turn, create a blood token. I don't know what Phyrexians have to do with blood. I think they're more about oil.
They kill you. They kill you.
They hit you so hard.
Blood comes out. Blood comes out when they kill you. I think this is too weak, even for an uncommon, which I know are cards that are supposed to make you sad. Combat Trick unblockable, when the standard is typically Combat Trick I didn't die, or Combat Trick I have Infect now, or Combat Trick I'm indestructible. This falls very flat to me.
Oh yeah, for sure. Okay, Invasive Ichor, 2 black red, As an additional cost to cast the spell, sacrifice a creature. Gain control of target non-legendary creature. Untap that creature. It gains menace and +X/+O, where X is the sacrificed creature's power. You may cast this card from your graveyard by paying 4 black-red in addition to paying its mana cost. Oh, it's an aura. I thought this was a creature. It looks creature-ish, but no, I get what you mean now.
So this is Rakdos steal permanently.
Yeah, so black does do that sometimes, and this does, like, sacrificing a creature to do that does feel black. It is on a blue card as well, but I do think black could do that theoretically.
That seems like such a good effect that I don't like that I can recast it for the entire game.
Yes, and the menace and +X/+O, where X is the sacrificed creature's power, you can't track that permanently because you've sacrificed the creature, and then it's like the +X/+O is my issue. Like, that's not something you can track unless you've exiled the card. All right, Anol, God of Deals. Black, black, red, red. Legendary creature god. At the beginning of your upkeep, roll 2 6-sided dice, then choose target opponent. Starting with your opponent, as many times as they want, they may exile the top card of the library. For each... Why are we rolling 2 dice then?
To do it.
For each player, if the total mana value of cards exiled this way is closest or tied to the number rolled without going over, so it's blackjack.
Yeah.
They may cast any number of those cards without paying their mana cost. So you're playing blackjack with an opponent. Okay. I like that. This is fun. It should be worded better, but I'm not the grammar police. So.
Okay, so you can get max 12, minimum 2. Total mana value.
My thing is like, okay, the average is 7. So what you do is you play this card and you have a deck that's only like mana value 7.
And I exile one card and I cast it every time.
You exile your entire library and just combo win. At 4 mana.
Oh,
Dance with
okay.
Calamity is
Yeah,
8 mana.
Right.
So you can't do like a 13 mana library with Dance with Calamity because it's 8 fucking mana. You can't just go land pass for 8 turns. You can't do it for 4.
Yeah. What I dislike about this is in the command zone, this seems like either I'm a combo deck and I go, haha, I win, or this is like win conless chaos, which in practice always sucks. Like this just seems like I did not actually want... I am playing Magic under duress, so I picked this as my commander, and I just turned the game into Yahtzee, which is very funny in theory, and I do not think lands in practice.
This is so close to being cool.
It's very close to being cool. It's very close to ripping.
It should punch the person in the mouth who loses for the amount of mana value they exiled. That's what I think. So, like, you greed off with an opponent, and whoever wins, wins hard, and whoever loses, loses life.
I would fuck with that, yeah. Because then we're at least moving the game forward. This just seems like Rakdos crazy. This is not even group hug. This is like group fellatio.
Yeah, I can see that.
All right, Domination of Innistrad. A 2-mana sorcery. If black mana was spent to cast this, destroy a non-vampire creature. If green mana was spent to cast it, destroy a non-werewolf creature. Target vampire or werewolf gains first strike and trample until end of turn.
Okay, that is very funny. That is very cute. Green-red doesn't get destroy target creature.
I do think that's true, unfortunately. Chat? Is
green...
anybody in chat ready to call Elk a liar? Destroy target creature. Colors green. Colors red. Scryfall. Let me make my co-host a fucking liar.
Yeah. Oh, right. Beast within.
Decimate.
Oh!
Decimate.
Decimate.
Shut up. Let me work. Ooh. Wow. Decimate. Hold on. Let me work. Hold on. Let me work. Decimate. Fuck, yeah, they really don't get this. They really don't get this shit.
Simple fix. If black mana was spent to cast the spell, it deals 5 damage to target non-vampire creature. If green mana was spent to cast the spell, it does 5 damage to target non-werewolf creature. And then the second line of text. It just does 5 damage. Like, there you go.
That fixes
you're
it.
set. You're set.
All right, next, Good Girl Zoria's The Red Grail. Indestructible. Whenever a creature you control enters, it has base toughness. Oh, its base toughness becomes 0 until end of turn. Creature spells you cast have Devour. You get pack this shit up.
Okay.
No. This is why I don't believe it when people say, I wish we had cards with downsides. Because you don't want downsides. You want special little hoops that you jump through to feel like the prettiest princess at the ballet.
Oh, God.
All right, what the fuck is Devour for?
So it means you can sacrifice any number of creatures, and then it enters with 4 times that many +1/+1 counters.
All right, so it means if I have this thing out, I have to sack a creature to play a different creature, or I just sack everything on ETB.
Yeah, and keep in mind, if you don't have a single creature and this is in play, you are creature locked. So for me, I think what happens is you like plague wind your opponents, and then you go, okay, I'm gonna swing with Blim Comedic Genius and give you this, and then you can't play creatures anymore.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I think the vibes we want to go for are cool here. I do think this is my Hall of Famer why we don't actually want cards with downsides.
I agree with that.
We don't actually want them.
This is chaos gamer bait. There's like a horseshoe where like a card is shit enough to own that you want to give it to someone else, like bad gift it. And then there's a card is so complex and weird enough that you bad gift it because these people don't like reading the cards. Like that's the horseshoe of bad gifts. All right. Ooh, Slay the Spire. Okay, great. Let's read the Ironclad here. 1 in Mardu for a legendary creature, human warrior demon with trample. Your +1/+1 counters give +3/+0 instead. I'm fucking
Holy fuck.
The first time you discard a card each turn, put a +1/+1 counter on a creature you control. That references Slay the Spire. That's what he does. Okay, this is fucking awesome.
Oh, he's a 1/7. Okay. Yeah. Fuck, that bangs.
Yeah, this is it should be whenever you discard 1 or more cards for the first time each turn. But besides that, this is perfect. Isn't it a sheet? I don't know.
I am rocking with this. I am rocking with this weird Mardu face beater. This is awesome.
If Ironclad's a she, her, and not a bro with long, I always thought Ironclad was a guy, and I thought Silent was a girl, and then, you know, like you had like the agender robot sitting in the corner. Yeah, this card's sick though. Regardless.
Yeah, sick as fuck. All right, let's look at Angwar's Swain card. Swain the Grand General, a Grixis 4/2. Whenever Swain the Grand General, never mind, I'm stopping here. I take issue with this stat line. Because Swain fights like a little bitch, but he is kind of tanky. He should be like a 1/4. Anyway, whenever Swain the Grand General enters the battlefield or attacks, surveil 1. Then if you have surveilled 2 or more this turn, transform Swain. And he becomes Swain Demonic Ascendant, a 4/6 with Flample. When he deals combat damage, put a flock counter on him. Then each opponent loses 1 life, and you gain 1 life for each flock counter on Swain. At the beginning of your end step, if Swain didn't deal combat damage to a player this turn, transform him. Okay, back half, perfect. Back half, perfect fucking Swain flavor that he has in League of Legends. Front half, not sold.
I hate this card because it's like front half enters, you surveil 1. And or you go attack, surveil 1 again, and then oh great, we attacked and now we get to flip Swain. Flips into Swain Demonic Ascendant, and after doing the surveil hoop jump through, each opponent loses 1 life and I gain 1 life. That's the payoff. We referenced Revenge of the Ravens earlier in the stream. What if his backside was like Revenge of the Ravens? And he said he was a pussy ass bitch. So, like, you know, that defensive effect is probably like similar to what Swain would be doing.
No,
right?
he starts as a pussy ass bitch. I do think once he gets on his backside, fucking stop. But once he gets on his backside, he is chasing you down. And most of the game is like trying to figure out how to stop him from sticking on you. But the front side is very like doing weirdo shit.
Yeah, I don't like I like the hoop is weak and the backside's weak. And I wish the hoop was like kind of difficult and the backside cool. That's my only issue.
Yeah, I do not think this Demon Flare ramps up quickly enough to be meaningful, because it's like the turn you flip him, you gain 1 life. The next turn you gain 2. Next turn you gain 3. Next turn you gain 4. That's not like.
Yeah, have you seen Exsanguinate?
So true. All right. Whitebread is resubmitting Lava Cavern Bat. I'm gonna let you read this.
1 black-red creature bat with the land border for some reason, by the way. Flying, when this creature enters, choose target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from it and exile that card until this creature leaves. When this creature deals combat damage to a player, create a copy of the card exiled by this creature. You may cast that card. A deck may have any number of cards named Lava Cavern Bat. Okay, so normally when you have that fucking line of text, they do something together. These don't. Secondly, that second ability should be like on a 4-drop. Like, have you read? Hang on, wait. It copies the card, so every time you hit them, you get a copy of their card. That shit's ridiculous. Dude, have you read Hostage Taker? That card is good. What the fuck?
Oh, I feel so vindicated. We crashed out on this card last week, and they were like, no, you don't get it. They're bats. They deserve it.
This is... Yeah, no. I read Hostage Taker 10 times and then redesign this card.
Lock yourself in a room where all the walls are just painted with Hostage Taker.
Yeah, you still have to pay for it. You still have to pay for Hostage Taker too, Bopperation. Anyway, cool idea.
Yes, very cool
Compliment
idea.
sandwich that bitch.
All right, tell me about Ricardo.
Ricardo, big brother of the middle. 3 Jund for a 4/4 human monk. Dude, this guy does not look monkly at all. This dude's aura farming way too hard to be like one of those like bald-headed beer drinking guys.
All right, man. All right.
Multicolor creatures you control are monks in addition to their other types. Whenever a monk you control deals combat damage to a player, choose one. Put a number of +1/+1 counters on target creature equal to the number of damage you're dealt to your opponents this turn. Ricardo deals damage to target opponent equal to the number of monks you control. Return target monk from the graveyard to the battlefield tapped with a finality counter on it.
You gotta go fuck yourself.
Okay, with the first ability, creatures you control are monks in addition to their other types. Remove that and then remove the word monk from everything else in this card. What's different about it?
But then there's no flavor. Elk, how am I supposed to get flavor of the thing I was making an adaptation of if I don't pick a creature type in the game and just make everything that creature type and then make them do things?
This is like if Impact Tremors said all of your creatures are goblins, and then whenever a goblin enters, it does 1 damage to each opponent. Like, it doesn't fucking matter. That's. I think this is fine for a 6-drop though. This is doing. It's sucking me off of the amount a 6-drop should.
Yeah, I agree with that.
All right, Abby Soji Primal Predator. Right, that's the next one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 2 and Teamer. Legendary creature, Shark, Dinosaur, Mutant. When it enters or attacks, exile the top card of each player's library with an Abyss counter on them. During each player's turn, that player may cast cards exiled with Abyss counters on them, and mana of any type can be spent to cast them. You may play up to 2 additional lands from exile with Abyss counters on them during your turns. Okay.
Holy shit, I just hoover up every land drop in the game. I'm breathing all the air. Fuck you. I'm breathing all the air. I'm team here.
Okay. So Oh my god. Okay, so you're a Zeusing from exile. Okay. I like share the spoils type of effects.
Except I have all the spoils because I attack. Oh no, we all hit lands. I guess I'll play 3 lands this turn.
Yeah. The major thing with share the spoils is when you play a card from the exile pile, you replace it with one of your own.
Yeah.
That's what I feel should be going on here. I think this should be a share the spoils kind of card and not a I attack with it. I cast all 4 of the spells I exiled. Pass.
Go fuck yourselves.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I agree with that. But this is a cool ability. But yeah, I do think we have to continue feeding the pile. Let other people get in on it somehow. Because right now, this is actually just team your everybody pass me the top card of your library.
At that point, just play Paco and Halden, you know?
Exactly. Okay, next we have Jormog, Ice and Persuasion, a 6-mana Dimir Elder Dragon, 3/6 with Flagellance. When they attack, tap target creature defending player controls. You may pay X. When you do, put X stun counters on it. Immediately go fuck yourself. It's 6 mana. It's 6 mana. You do get to do that at 6 mana. Fuck you anyway. At the beginning of your... Wait. At the beginning of your end step, you may gain control of all creatures your opponents control with stun counters on them. Then each opponent gains control of all creatures you control but they own without stun counter. No.
Okay, so you give back the creatures without stun counters, and you steal the ones with stun counters. This is so complicated. And on top of this, all of this, I feel like people would rather have their creature exiled than have like 15 stun counters on it.
Yeah. No, 15 stun counters is such rude dog walking. And yeah, you get them back, but functionally this just says like, okay, what is the best static effect on your board? I pay 5, I have it for the rest of the game. Like 5 turns after we're paying 6 mana commanders. Like, yeah. I just have your guy now. I just have your guy.
What's the flavor? You freeze them and then you have them. So it's kind of Syndragosa like, honestly. Syndragosa is a type of creature that does that in WoW a little bit. And in Hearthstone, that's what she did as well.
How are you paying 15 mana in Dimir? Have you played against one Xanathar player, Pickles? What's going on? God. Like,
okay, also, sorry, go ahead.
Like, there are decks where they will just go, everything is a mana rock or is removal. Because this deck will just say, oh, I don't need creatures. I have a commander that can hit you, and I'm going to take your good creature. You played Galta? Interesting. I played Galta.
Yeah, also Dimir has proliferate up the ass, so you're just never giving any creature back. So also the second ability just shouldn't be a trigger. It should just be you put X stun counters on it. You control it for as long as it has a stun counter on it. Like just have that be part of the ability. Mm-hmm. It'll be so much less wordy. All right. Aura 4. Horshorn Catastrophe. Legendary land, Time Planet. Okay. When this land enters and at the beginning of your upkeep, put a charge counter on it. Station. 1 or more, it gets tap, add colorless. Activate only when this land has a number of odd charge counters. 2+, tap, add 1 mana of any color. Okay, so
why are we hula hooping? Why are we hula hooping in the middle of the Arby's?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I don't like this. I think this is overly complicated for payoff. You have a command tower.
I mean, 1 mana of any color is a payoff for an untapped land to have. And it doesn't tap for mana the first turn it enters unless you tap a creature to it.
No, it does. When this land enters, put a charge counter on it.
Okay, yeah, so it enters as
it is a colorless land that becomes a command tower on the next turn, that becomes a colorless land that becomes a command tower on the next turn. Like, I think
Simone submitted this card.
Simone herself.
I think I like that a lot. Let's just move on.
All right, next we got Pedwin's Don't Blink. Sakuya, Dangerous Illusionist. A 4-mana Esper 0/4 with Flash and First Strike. On ETB, make 3 silver knife tokens. Then you may attach any number of silver knives you control to Sakuya. They are equipment artifact tokens with equipped creature gets +1/+0, and you can tap and unattach X silver knives to deal X damage to any target. When you untap Sakuya, you may attach target silver knife you control to her.
I don't hate it.
It's neat. So it's a 3/4 that you can that you can tap to shoot something directly, and you can only reload one knife a turn.
What if it unattach X equipment? This creature does X damage to any target, and then you can like equip other things, and then like modularly remove the silver knives one at a time and re-equip. And
I think that would be pretty cool, so you don't have to make this deck oops all flicker. Because like you can blink this easily, but the way it's currently worded, the only thing you can do is blink this card. And I think it would be cooler if you could also do other stuff on top of blinking it sometimes. But that's cool. I like it.
It is triple artifact fall. I don't know how the fuck I'd abuse that, but that is like a lot of artifacts on one.
I mean, on a 4-mana creature though.
4 mana with flash though. It's like kind of like 2 mana when you think about it.
Shut up. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, with Clark Carn Ironworks, it's -2 mana.
No, I support this. I support this, Pejman. I see your vision.
I like it too. I like it too.
Okay, another league card. Kiana, Empress of the Elements. 4-mana Temur 2/2 with double strike. Whenever she attacks, choose up to 2. You may choose the same mode more than once. Pay a blue. Tap target creature defending player controls. Pay a red. Kiana gets +1/+0. Pay a green. Kiana gains hexproof until your next turn.
Wow. I'm underwhelmed. That's all I have to say. I don't.
Yeah, I think this could be a 3-mana card. And I guess
this doesn't give legendary. It's just Voltron. It's Temur Voltron.
That doesn't give legendary to you? What's wrong with you? Are you okay? Have you had water today?
4 mana double strike 2/2. That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
And then it like has some sprinkles on top. And like no, that just doesn't give.
Yeah, I do. So Zolito, I do think this hits the flavor of Kiana, but I do agree the broth is a little watery. Oh, and then Little Mix Doom, thank you for the 100-bit cheer. Quick question from Alden Elk. Are you a cold leftover pizza person or a microwave leftover pizza guy? I'll let Elk go first before I blow them up.
I always like microwave the pizza because I like it to be warm. I don't like fuck with cold pizza, but I get it.
Mm-hmm. I do both. It depends on the pizza. I think the
air fryer pizza, dude, y'all are white.
It's good. Fuck you. Fuck you. It's good. It's good. Air fryers are good. You'll learn. You will be convinced.
You guys are not, but it's soft. Air fryer, baby, says Terrence93. You guys are not reheating your Dominoes looking for a culinary experience. I want cheese and bread in my mouth.
I'm sorry. Every part of my life is better than yours. I'm so fucking sorry that I passively
Let's not
enjoy
act like
food
gourmands
more than you.
here.
We are.
We're reheating leftover pizza.
I be sprinkling lemon pepper on everything I eat, and it matters. Okay, I will not hear this. I will not hear this.
We have a TF2 card. I'll be reading this one. Pyro, friend to all. 2 red for a 3/4 with haste. Human Mercenary. That makes a lot of sense. I like that a lot. Whenever Pyro, friend to all, deals combat damage to a creature, put a burn counter on that creature. At the beginning of that creature's controller's upkeep, it deals 1 damage to itself for each burn counter on it. I don't like that much. 1 in a red. Counter target instant sorcery spell that targets you or a creature you control. Air Blast. That makes a lot of sense. I like that a lot. So Mauled, how familiar are you with TF2?
I played it for 2 hours as part of the subathon.
Okay.
All I know about it is that Pyro players are bitches.
Mauled, all I have to say is I have 2,000 times as many hours as you in Team Fortress 2.
That's not right. That's not appropriate. What are you doing?
I have. Let me pull up my exact numbers here. Oh no, I can't. It's gonna like pop up on screen. I'm gonna cry. I have like 4,030 something hours in
Holy
TF2.
shit.
And don't lie, how many hours do you have in League?
It's not Steam, so I don't know, but I have a lot. Yeah. Let me look at a better thing for this is Dota, because Dota I played in college and Dota's through Steam, so I can pull it up. But I am one of those people where I leave games on all. Like, I technically played Risk of Rain 2 for 12 hours yesterday because I played 37 minutes and I just did it as work breaks. So a lot of my game hours are just fucking falsehoods.
Okay. Let's go to my profile. I have 4,061 hours played in Team Fortress 2.
And did you do the thing of you leave it on while doing other stuff, or is that just straight Fortress?
You don't background play Team Fortress 2. I was like pubbing with friends. I was like competitive. I was hanging out.
Okay, but with Dota, like I would play a game in the morning and we would leave for like class or something, and we would just leave Dota up and then play it when we got home. That's what I mean.
Okay, view my game stats. My achievements, I think it is, right? Hang on. It's personal game data is what it is. I want to look at my character hours.
I don't even know how to find this anymore. I'm on the Dota 2 Steam page and I'm not aware of how to find, because it's been so long since I played it.
No, this isn't how you do this. I forgot how to look at my character hours without launching TF2. All I remember is that like Soldier, Medic, Demo, Pyro are like tied for first place, with Medic and Soldier taking that lead by a little bit longer. So yeah, I do play a lot of Pyro, but it's mostly just I find it really fun to like right click on a soldier and then they turn into Gibbs. That shit's hilarious.
Okay, so Dota has 2,348 hours. And that is quite a lot of turn it on in the morning, go somewhere, turn it off.
Yeah, Air Blast should maybe change the target of a spell instead of countering it. Because Air Blast, when someone shoots a projectile at you, Mauled, and you're playing Pyro, you can right click in time and reverse it and turn it back at them.
Oh, then yeah, that should be a bolt bend rather than a counter.
Yeah, I would like it if Air Blast was a bolt bend and it was like a triggered ability. Like whenever Pyro becomes the target of a spell or ability, you may pay 1 in red. If you do, flip it. Okay, and whenever it does combat damage to a player, put a burn counter on that creature. Deals combat damage to a creature, put a burn counter on that creature. I just don't know what the burn counters are doing.
Being annoying, which is perfect Pyro flavor. Moving on.
That ability does nothing. Let's move on.
Druid. 3-mana Gruul 4/2. When they enter, create Ellie, a legendary 2/3 elemental creature token with flying, and tap, add red for each elemental you control. Spend this only to cast red, instant, and sorcery spells. Woof. Whenever you expend 4, each elemental you control gets +2/+1 until end of turn. Each enchantment you control is an elemental creature with power and toughness equal to its mana value in addition to its other types. This is the Elikman draft shard problem, but in one commander card. We care about expend, which is at least connected to this. My elementals can tap for mana, but we care about expend only for instants and sorceries, except also we care about enchantments who are also elementals who are getting bannered by our expending.
Dude, like I think I would rather see Bellow than this card in play.
Yeah.
that's it.
What card before this did we not do? Void Crow.
Did we skip one by accident?
I'm looking back. Very possible. We have, so there's Zolita's card, there's Pyro, Friend to All. Druid is the first of Ayer's cards. We have Pejman's card, we have the land, we have Jormag, we have Absoji, we have Ricardo. Yeah, I'm not seeing what we missed. World Soul? That is after this.
Yeah, so we'll do it after
that. That is not how linear time works, my goat.
All right, I'll read Monk. Monk, 1 in a teamer. 3/3. Prowess melee. Human Monk Noble. Whenever you cast a multicolored spell, choose each color where the spell has that color and your devotion to that color is greater than 4. Dude, no. If this is the second time this ability is resolved this turn, you add mana, and then also green, you put a counter on it, draw 2 cards, does 2 damage to each opponent, and it has prowess and melee. So you have to track the +1/+1 counter from green, also track melee, also track prowess, also track casting spells and devotion. Like, dude.
Me when I want my friend group to understand what having an overstimulation meltdown is like. Holy fuck, too complicated. Not even, this makes Riku of the Third Path look railroaded, or of the many paths. No.
Yeah.
I love that we're trying to get freaky with it. We have gotten freaky with it way too many different ways at once.
Do you know what a monk looks like in D&D? It's like white, blue, double strike, human monk.
Yeah.
Like, that's what a monk looks like to me. All right, moving on. Paladin. Dear God. 2 and a white. Defender, ward 2, 2/7. Huge. At the beginning of each end step, you gain 1 life. Then if you gain 4 more life this turn, draw a card. Whenever a white creature you control blocks or a permanent spell becomes the target of a spell or ability and opponent controls, you gain 2 life. 2. Blue, red, black. Put a shield counter on each up to 3 target creatures, then transform Paladin, activate only as a sorcery. What's Grixis about that? Anyway. Flips into Paladin.
In the D&D campaign we play, they turn evil for a little while.
Flying, Vigilance, Lifelink, Ward 3. You have Hexproof. At the beginning of each end step, you gain 1 life. Then if you gain... Okay, so it's the same text. Each opponent loses 3 life and you draw a card. So the 3 life stacked on. Whenever a permanent you control blocks or becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, you gain 2 life.
Dude, Moon Knight would be jealous of the levels of random bullshit we have going on here. We're cooking with too many ingredients. Flatly. I'm not convinced you're a bad chef. I'm convinced that you have too many ingredients in front of you, and you are convinced you can use them all, and what we have is insanity casserole.
Also, paladins are knights. They're not warriors. Moving on.
Fucked up. Fucked up. That's a low blow. My shit was normal.
Ranger. Jund for a legendary creature, Dog Ranger. Haste and fucking Rampage, a mechanic we haven't seen in 20 years. Whenever a non-basic land you control enters, note a creature type, then Ranger explores. If a creature card was put into your graveyard from your library this way, creatures you control get +X+0 until end of turn, where X is that card's mana value. Whenever Ranger deals combat damage to a creature with a... Okay, so it's favored enemy.
Yeah.
Draw a card. If that creature dies this turn, create a food, treasure, or junk token. Oh my god. I would put a favored enemy counter on a creature, and then when that creature dies, you draw a card. And then it has reach, and it's like a 4/3 for 3.
Mm-hmm.
That's Ranger.
And I think straight up, this like if creature card is put into your graveyard thing is pretty unnecessary. Like exploring is already a good thing. Uncapped explore when it comes to like Jund landfall effect on a card with haste and rampage. That's already good. Like that's already the dog that kills you. Dog the bounty hunter that kills you. Yeah, and we don't need to have this buff on top. And then we don't need to have it give you a back rub off of this noted type thing. I agree with the
Where's
bounty
reach?
counters.
Where's reach?
It's Rampage 1. Okay.
It's a Ranger. It needs reach. Schemer. Okay, my favorite D&D class is Ranger, Paladin, Monk, Druid, and Schemer. 1 Esper for a 4/4. Battle Cry, Dethrone. At the beginning of your upkeep, investigate.
Mm-hmm.
Tap, sack a clue, make a treasure or map. Tap, sack 2 clues to create 2 1/1 white soldier creatures with Dethrone. Tap, sack 3 clues. Look at target player's hand. You may choose a non-creature artifact or enchantment from it. That player may put that card from their hand onto the battlefield. If they do, create a token that's a copy of it. Okay, so you can target yourself with this ability, which I assume you didn't want to have happen. But maybe you did.
What if instead of Tamiyo's journal, I just put it into play? What if instead of tutoring for a card, I got it and a copy and you all fucked yourself?
Yeah, so this is sack 3 clues, put Omniscience into play, and then you get a copy of Omniscience as a treat.
Yeah, so I like this the most, except for this Sack 3 Clues ability. I think this is like, I have clues, I have clue payoffs. That is like the most straightforward thing. And then even if we fix it to target opponents, this is just, I sack 3 clues and you say nuh-uh.
Yeah. Battle Cry Dethrone's also just confusing. You have like a weird keyword fetish.
I need
Like,
triggers.
this
I need
is-
triggers. I need triggers. I think it can just have dethrone.
Yeah. All right. Want to summon the World Soul with me?
Yes. I do want to say I like the care that you are putting towards your friend group with these. We got to take like 2 ingredients out of each soup pot. And then I think you have something great here. All right, summon the World Soul. Go off.
All right. X, 2 green, green, green for an enchantment creature Saga Elemental whose power and toughness are each equal to the number of lands you control. Put a +1/+1 counter on up to X target lands you control. Double all counters on lands you control. Each land you control with a counter on it becomes a 1/1 Dryad creature with haste until end of turn. It's still a land.
This is the power level I want to see out of green cards. This is awful. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, 5 mana for a star with that ability is like on rate. X1, you get 1/3/3 Dryad
3 turns later.
3 turns later. Yeah.
I would cut 2 green off of this fucking card. Because it's a Saga creature too. So it's on rate to get a star for that much mana, but those stay. It's not on rate to get a star that kills itself 2 turns later.
You're right. I don't know if 3 mana is correct. Let's I'll meet you at 3 mana. Let's just do 1 green green.
Yeah, as the green hater who doesn't think they should get nice things, if you played X1 green green and had the same text, I would be like, "Oh yeah, fair payoff." And then I would
You can also do triple green, yum.
Yeah, you could do triple green. But yeah, I think I like the idea here. I think you played it too safe, and I think we can make it more powerful.
More Deltarune?
Oh, hell yeah. All right, you got to read these too, because I don't know shit about this.
I am fucking ready for rules card. Rules card, Acid Faring Puzzle Master. 2 blue-black for a 4/1 with Ward 3, Pirate Noble. Whenever a creature an opponent controls leaves the battlefield, that player draws a card.
Mill's a card, dumbass.
Mill's a card. I'm
All right,
stupid. I can't read.
Respectfully.
At the beginning of your end step, draw a card for each opponent who milled at least 3 cards of different types. Okay, so you go Removal Storm, and then you hope they mill a bunch, and then if they mill 3 card types, then you get to draw a card?
Yeah, the smell is bad for me. Definitely not a broken ability, but it does incentivize you to be a Dimir control player with no way to win the game. Little McStoom says, 100-bit cheer, important note, they have 1 toughness because they canonically have a flat ass. That's great. I do wish this was either better at fighting or there was something that... I don't need you to do everything on the card, but I want us to incentivize ending the game. This incentivizes dragging the game out as long as possible.
Okay. Rules is not a noble anything. No, Rules is a noble. He's exactly how nobles really are, though. And the fact that he's annoying as shit. No, he needs like I like this with like the water crystal, and like every time an opponent's creature dies, they mill 5 cards. That's pretty yummy.
Yeah. Then it starts to get good. All right, March of the Cuptons. I'm reading this. Fuck you. 6 mana instant. Make 4 1/1s with lifelink. If it was cast from a graveyard, make those tokens and a 4/4 elemental with flying and vigilance, and it's harmonized for 8 mana. That has to be flavor, because that seems fair.
Yeah, so it is flavor in the fact that the Cuptons worship the water lady.
Mm-hmm.
That's the joke.
Okay.
Yeah, instant. That seems fair. And then Harmonize is a very good ability. That's so much mana. You guys don't know how Harmonize works. This is an instant. It makes 4 1/1 lifelinkers. You untap, upkeep, draw. 4 mana, you get those tokens plus a 4/4 elemental again. Like, come on, that's really good. Don't kid yourselves, chat.
Yeah, I like it. Cool card.
All right, advertising Addisons. 2 blue. Creature, construct, citizen. Whenever you are attacked, you may pay 2. If you do, draw a card. Whenever you draw a card, put an advert counter on this creature. Remove 4 advert counters from this creature. Target creature can't be blocked this turn.
I like that we're getting an inverse propaganda. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, this feels blue, and it's fine for sure. If anything, it should be like a lure. Like, if you're removing advert counters from this creature, like, something is becoming advertised, right? It's not subtle. There's nothing subtle about Addisons. And when I think about target creature can't be blocked this turn.
Well, I'm thinking about, like, can't be stopped. I've advertised so heavily you're buying this. I've injected it. I've put it into your Elon Musk Neuralink. I actually really like it. I really like it.
Okay, that flavor works for me a little bit.
Yeah, they're getting past ad blockers. Yeah!
Okay, that's sweet. That's sweet. All right, I like it now. I've been sold. All right, Noelle Holiday, Girl Next Door. 2 red, green, legendary creature, Elk Citizen, and it's a 3/3. We're already there. Whenever a creature you control attacks, if it isn't equipped, you may pay 2. If you do, create a colorless equipment named Pencil. With the equipped creature gets +1/+1 and equip 1 and then attach to that creature. Modified creatures you control have ward 1. Okay, with peace and love. She let someone borrow a pencil once. Dude, like, that's not her whole character.
That's all she's got. That's all she's got, I'm afraid. But I do think that's good for adapting a thing, right? You don't try to capture the whole character. You're like, oh, what's one, like, oft memed or remembered moment? That's your that's your magic card.
Yeah, this is fine as, like, a thing. So it's funny.
All right, Queen again.
I love Queen. Cyber City Monarch. 1 Naya, 3/4, haste flying. Modified creatures you control have haste and are artifacts in addition to their other types. That makes sense. She wants to make everyone into a robot. We've seen this last time. Whenever you attack with 1 or more modified creatures, draw a card. Then, if you attacked each opponent with a modified creature this combat, create a colorless artifact token named Banana with tap, sacrifice this artifact, add red or green, you gain 2 life. This card's perfect. You've done it. This is Queen. I like this a lot more than the first iteration we saw of this card.
I'm down. I'm wondering, is this good enough?
Modified creatures you control have...
It's mostly, I like the draw. I'm not gonna say I like the Naya player drawing cards, but drawing a card for attacking with a modified creature seems appropriate. I mean, I guess ramp for attacking everybody, sure. I'm just imagining the Roxanne players fucking laughing at you.
For sure. What's the banana flavor? I haven't played. Do you have like 10 minutes, Blue Penguin?
No, we don't. I accept that this is perfect, and we move on to Destiny cards. Good fucking job. Arix, First Navigator. 4 mana Golgari Hive creature. There are 2/3. At the beginning of your end step, if you've cast no spells, put a -1/-1 counter on Arix. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may sacrifice a creature and add its mana value to Arix's power and or toughness divided as you choose. Immediately too complicated. Sacrifice 2 other legendary creatures, transform Arix. What do we become? Oryx, Taken King. A 7/7 with Tithe 5. When this creature kills another creature, Dog, look at the pretty flowers. Place a 1/1 counter on it or a creature with a greater Tithe value. Yeah, daisies. The Taken King. Once per turn, you may cast a card from your graveyard by playing black in addition to its other costs, except it's black and taken. When Oryx, Taken King, or a taken creature you control kills a creature, you may create a token copy of it under your control, except it's black and taken. Okay, there's something here, but yeah, you gotta describe the rabbits to me, dog, because I'm putting you all the way in the ground.
Go directly to our first YouTube video together with custom cards and look at those Destiny cards, and then make Arix.
Yeah, like I think the backside of this, all that matters is this last ability. Maybe you have this second ability as well. This Tithe thing, I think, is doing too much. The front half is unwieldy at best. And I think the front half gets a total redo. I think the back half you drop Tithe, and then it's a neat theft card.
So many words. Let's go. We have Mazra.
Oh hell yeah! The end of the Nefista deck.
Oh brother.
Shinray's. Oh, you go.
Shinray's Talisman. 2 black, legendary enchantment. When it enters, draw 2 cards and lose 2 life. I'm Feliing this thing all day already. As long as you control a sigil, whenever a creature or planeswalker deals damage to you, choose one. Put a -1/-1 counter on target creature, proliferate. Okay. I don't know what sigils are, but so
sigils
far,
are those
like,
the battles you control.
Okay, as a magic card goes, this is like pretty decent.
Yeah.
I am not offended by this.
I can accept this one.
All right, Street Fighter of Nefista. 1 red, green. Creature, human, demon, warrior. Haste, menace, rivalry. So rivalry for chat's sake is enemy soul bond. You soul bond to an enemy creature. Mm-hmm. Whenever a demon enters under your control, it fights target creature you don't control.
God damn it! Keep going.
If its mana value is even, create a treasure token.
All right, and this is where we have to have the fucking context, because we've seen the rest of this deck, and you people, you on the internet don't know. The rest of this deck, it's a bunch of demons who, guess what, all happen to have even mana values. This is not a hoop to jump through. This is a pre-constructed thing. It's a conspiracy.
As long as this creature has a rival, whenever it or its rival deals combat damage to a player, goad target creature. If the rival is human, blue, or black, this creature gets +2/+2 and has trample. I mean, the words on this card are definitely within 9 lines of text. This all being said, we are so lost in the sauce. It's just soup. It's just like everything is here. Once again, remove half the lines of text at random. This is like
specifically the rival effects you make are always so cool. I am always
rivalry's a cool mechanic.
Yeah,
I like this mechanic.
I am always a big fan of these specific rival mechanics you have, and then we just have like, oh, by the way, good static effect that applies to half my library, and that is where this card's losing me.
The night is still young. 5 black for an instant. In the first time in Magic the Gathering's history, Trap Arcane. It has 2 instant subtypes. If a creature and its rival left the battlefield this turn, you may pay 3 rather than pay the spell's mana cost. Each player mills cards equal to the highest power among creatures they control. For each player, reanimate a creature from their graveyard. Repeat this process for each opponent with 13 or more cards. Like, what are we doing?
Way too fucking good. Way too fucking good. Even so, this is like
this is Breach the Multiverse.
Better because you get 4 fucking copies of it. This is 7 mana, Breach the Multiverse, copies itself 3 times. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. No. Before we even consider casting this thing for less.
Yeah, no, this is 7 mana for each player, reanimate a creature from the graveyard instant. That is already a card.
Yeah.
Thug of Nefista. 3 red, green. Creature, demon, warrior, citizen. What's the over-under that says that this says even on it somewhere? 6/6. Trample rivalry. As long as this creature has a rival, demons you control have melee and menace. If the rival is a human, white, or blue, it gets +2/+2 and has provoke. Okay.
I fucking love this one. I see, like, it is possible. We can live in the good world.
Yeah, we still have too much soup going on, but I do.
Yeah, I still think if the rival is a human thing that we're stapling on top of all of these, I still disagree with that. But I think big guy who hits you, and if I have a rival, I get to make my whole board big. That is fucking neato. That is neato. It is not overpowered. I'm rocking with this one.
All right, Time Burner Demon. 4 red. Trample, haste, rivalry. When this creature enters, time travel. I don't want to read the rest of the card.
Read it, tutor boy.
time travel, then it does 1 damage to any target for each time counter among permanents and cards you own in exile. As long as this creature has a rival, it has double strike. If the rival blah 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 gets +1/+1, has provoke. Okay, no.
Authoritative elk voice. I summon elk dad voice.
No.
Onion, so the time counters, you haven't seen this stream, but this is another thing where the deck is doing a bunch of stuff with time counters.
Time travels, rivalry, like humans, odd even, spirits with undying and wither, and like I'm already out of fingers to count the mechanics on.
Yeah, I think the creature that gets better with a rival, very cool.
Is this also the Lunacy deck?
Yes, this is also the Lunacy deck. What? It's like you've forgotten, Elk. This is also the Lunacy deck, yes.
Troublemaker of Nephista. 4 green. Creature, demon, warrior, citizen. Trample, riot, rivalry. Okay, so far so good. Whenever a player attacks with 2 or more creatures, this creature fights target creature you don't control. Okay, we're getting a little questionable. As long as this creature has a rival, it has vigilance and retaliate. Okay. Excess damage to attacking creature will block. Yeah, so it's retaliate is... It's tantrum.
Sure, yeah.
It's blocking trample. And then +2/+2.
Again, I think the +2/+2 is just tacked on for an additional fake hoop to jump through. Like, the environment is controlled. These are not if effects. These are just things I get every time I sit down to play the deck.
All right. Let's move on to Underworld Vengeance. 2 black for an instant. Destroy target creature or planeswalker. Any number of target players' mill cards equal to that mana value. Time travel, foretell. Dude, it's like a 1-2 punch. Are you fucking...
And the foretell is just directly making it... I mean, I think foretell does that sometimes. I don't think that's unreasonable for foretell. To just be like, hey, you pay half the card now, half the card later. Oh god, I opened too many tabs.
Yeah, pay 2, foretell it. Future turn, you get to cast it, but it's an instant, so...
Yeah, this...
You just get to installment plan your kill spell, which is probably fine.
Yeah,
right,
that seems okay.
Undying Rivalry. 1 black-red, sorcery arcane, has flash as long as you control 3 or more demons or spirits. Okay, we're cooking. You reanimate target creature card with rivalry from your graveyard. An opponent of your choice can reanimate a creature from their graveyard. And it works because it has the rivalry. And you get to rival that person. That's cool. Great job. Just make a rivalry precon. Just have rivalry in this card, and I'd be so happy. I'd be so happy. This is so cool.
Hell yeah.
This is toxic Yowie, and I love it. You've done it.
All right, next we got Foot Gruses. Okay, this is going to be Silksong spoilers via cards because it's bosses. So if you're playing Silksong and you're bad at it and you haven't beat any of the bosses yet, cover your eyes, cover your ears, get down.
Okay, Footgroose has a Shurima profile picture, so these are bound to be good. Okay. Do you know anything about Silksong, Mald?
I played 30 minutes of it before realizing people weren't going to watch because they didn't want spoilers. I know the premise of Silksong.
2 black, green. Legendary creature, insect frog warrior. I think he should be a shaman personally, but moving on. Flying infect. Whenever Gruul attacks, exile a creature card from your graveyard. When you do, choose one. Create 2 1/1 green and black insect warrior creature tokens with infect that are tapped and attacking. Exile these tokens at the end of combat. Until your next end step, whenever an opponent taps a land, that opponent gains a poison counter. Okay, fuck that. Also, Gruul doesn't really feel like a poison giver. He feels a lot more like a swallow your shit kind of guy.
Hey yo,
like he sucks you in. And
hey yo,
yeah, I know Gruul's based like that. I don't. So the maggot pools are what give you infect. That's infect based. Gruul doesn't vomit the maggots on you though. So I don't think he has to do anything to do with infect. I like that he makes his little warrior guys because he has the arena before his fight, but that's about it.
Yeah. Mechanically, for a 6-mana card, this seems okay and appropriate.
I think until your end step, whenever an opponent taps a land, that opponent gains a poison counter is just fucked up.
Oh, all right. Don't tap mana in my main phase 2. I'm so sorry.
Oh, until your end step. I
Yeah.
thought that was until your next end step.
No,
like,
no,
on
no.
your turn as well.
Yeah, no. This is like I get a safe-ish main phase 2.
All right. Let's move on to Zango Lifeblood Puppet. 1 black for a 1/5. Wow. Huge ass. Jesus. Whenever Zango is dealt damage, you gain life equal to the damage dealt. Green regenerate Zango. I think he should be like a 1/4, but besides that, this seems about right.
That seems annoying as fuck. Holy shit.
It's lore accurate, but it's not fun.
Yeah. If you put this in the command zone, I'd be like, God fucking damn it. God damn it.
Dude, the best Pestilence commander in the world just dropped.
Oh, shut the fuck up. We're moving on. Fuck you.
Voltverm Electric Terror. Blue-red defender. Enters with 4 volt counters on it. Sacrifice a land, put 2 volt counters on it. Is it hybrid tap? Remove a volt counter, does 3 damage to any target. That's not a blue ability. Why is it a blue-red hybrid?
Yeah, that should be red. Regardless, it is miserable. Holy shit. So this is
you get 4 fucking lightning bolts.
a defender who's bad at defending, but does say fuck everything you played before turn 4. Red sacks lands, so it's fine to have an Is It card that has land sack on it. But this is like I have lightning bolts until the rest of the game, basically. Like before I sack a land, I'm chumping with this guy, and then I'm just recasting him for 4 mana to get 4 more lightning bolts.
I would love if Voltverm actually had something to do with stun counters. That's like his kind of his ordeal.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on. Fuck you. I hate Savage Beastfly. Okay. 1 red, green. Creature, insect, beast. Flying, trample, haste. You may exert Savage Beastfly as it attacks. If you do, reveal the top card of your library. If that card is a creature card, you may place it on the battlefield tapped and attacking. Sacrifice the creature at the beginning of next end step. It's a 5/5.
You don't even have to sack. I don't think you do. This is, I mean, Doors of Durin, you just fucking get it. In Doors of Durin, you get to like scry 2 before this. Doors of Durin, you potentially get to gamble on 3 cards. This is I gamble once, and then I have to fucking kill it? No.
All right, yeah, no, I agree, because Doors of Durin exists.
Yeah, like Doors isn't a 5/5.
It makes sense for Beastfly too.
Flample haste.
Because Beastfly pushes on your soft spot and he brings a lot of friends. That's the whole thing with Beastfly.
But Beastfly also you have to exert him to do it, so you can't do it every turn. Like you have to do it every other turn, and it has to be the exact thing on top. Like that is
true.
Yeah, you do not have to sack that shit.
Beastfly, this one actually should just like do infinite damage to all of your opponents because he has contact damage and he just like floats around like a fucking idiot, and like you try to jump and hit him with the needle attack and he flies into you, and then you take 2 contact damage from that. Fuck you. All right, sorry. Father of Flame. Red. Legendary creature god 0/5. Defender. Exile a creature card from your graveyard, put a burn counter on Father of Flame. Whenever you spend 1 or more red mana to cast a spell or activate an ability during combat, you may remove that many burn counters from Father of the Flame. When you do create that many 1/1 red elemental creature tokens with flying that are tapped and attacking, exile these creatures at the end of combat.
We a little up our own ass, but I'm not sure it smells that bad up there.
Yeah, it's just doing like a lot of shit for like a mediocre token generator. When like we could probably just be like, whenever it takes damage, make that many 1/1 red elemental creature tokens with flying that have haste or whatever.
True.
And then exile them at the beginning of the next end step or something.
Madra, thank you for the 100-bit cheer. Please could you read the note out loud for the chat when you two get to Solaris? All
right. The commander of the next deck, have fun. Also, so chat has warned, the clerics of my game are servants of the god. What happens when Kanushis of a particular god become demigods? Y'all shall know next week. Madra, just make a role-playing game.
Just publish a board game. Publish a board game.
Just make a role-playing game. I think you'd be happier. 1 Mardu 06. Defender, trample, indestructible. As long as your devotion to red, black, and white is less than 9, Solaris isn't a creature. Each creature you control with Defender assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power and can attack as though it didn't have Defender. Whenever a creature dies, if non-combat damage was dealt to it, draw a card and lose 1 life. Okay. I think this is fine.
Yeah, so we have I get to be a Butts commander. I am running every sweeper in the goddamn game.
Yeah, Blasphemous Act does just draw you 13 cards, but...
Yeah. But if that's the most broken thing we're doing, I'm not freaking out.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, this turn, but I think that's more of that's like a fucking grammar guy thing that I don't super care about. There's no way the intent was if it ever took non-combat damage, you get the thing.
I don't know. This is Madra.
Shut the fuck up. No. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I think this is cool. I am willing to see more of this.
All right. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle based design. The Ooze. 1 green black. Tap, sacrifice the Ooze. The next creature spell you cast this turn can be mutated on... No.
Yeah. Yes.
Can be mutated.
Yes.
Mutating ignores
Yes. Yes.
Okay, hear me out.
Let me do
what
it.
If it enters? What if it enters with like 2+1/+1 counters? It's a mutant in addition to its other types, and then it fights target creature.
Fuck you.
That's all I'm saying.
Fuck you. That doesn't let me make a Ninja Turtle, you fuck ass.
Yes, it does.
The way this is worded, I get to take a ninja and a turtle, and I get to make a Ninja Turtle.
We have more Silk Song spoilers.
Let me do it.
Go away again.
Oh my god, yeah, more Silk Song spoilers.
All right. Phantom Organist. 1 white black for a 2/3 with first strike and death touch. Pin Rush. Whenever Phantom attacks, create a Silk token. It's a colorless enchantment with 1 tap. Sacrifice this token, tap target creature. Okay, I don't hate that if you make them very sparingly. Sacrifice Silk. Activate Phantom, then return them to the battlefield. Target player loses 2 life. Okay, that makes sense. Doesn't dodge board wipes, which is fine. All right, I think this is good.
Oh,
I think
that looks insufferable.
So you get to attack 1 creature per attack.
Here's a through line, I think, of all the Silksong cards we've seen. All the video games like Silksong is the core gameplay pattern of Silksong is what if you had to fight a thing that made you hate being alive? And I really dislike how we're translating that into Commander.
Yeah, I don't know. I like this card mostly.
I think it's fair. I just don't like you as a person.
All right.
Okay, next we have Sturmfire. Ooh. All right, Mab, Fairy Queen, and Azorius. This is no reason hybrid mana. Legendary Kindred Enchantment, very noble. Hybrid mana, target a spell to counter, and its controller chooses. That spell is countered, or make a white and blue deal enchantment token that can't be sacrificed. For X1 black, transform Mab. X is the commander tax on Mab. Mab can be your commander, and you may cast Mab from the command zone without paying the additional casting cost from commander tax. Wow. Wow.
I like the idea of taxing the transform instead of the card, but the card is weird. What does it flip into?
All right, Fairy Queen at War. We do need artist credit for this, unless it's also Tyler Walpole, and we just didn't put it on the backside. So let me know about that. First Strike, Vanishing 2. If they would leave the battlefield, you may destroy a deal token and transform Mab instead. Appropriate use of hybrid mana. Draw a card and choose a player which controls the deal token. That player chooses 3 non-token permanents he controls. You take control of one of them of your choice until Mab leaves the battlefield. Destroy a deal token that player controls. Okay.
This is just too many
analysis paralysis kills you. I mean, we're attempting to capture the type of like Fey contract, long timeline, Machiavellian planning that they do in the books, and that is one of those things you don't get to translate into the card game. It's just a thing that like it doesn't fucking work well. And so I like the energy this is not a mechanic we get to turn into a card game. This is a mechanic you have in like a single player video game.
I like to believe that you can do some cute like contract flavor stuff, but this is not how you do it.
I mean, you can do contract flavor stuff, but it typically has to be really simplified. This is
for sure. Yeah,
this
absolutely. All right. Aerial Observatory. 1 in a blue for an enchantment. Hang on, coughing break.
Wait.
Whenever one or more creatures with flying deal combat damage to a player, put an observation counter on Aerial Observatory. Remove 2 counters. Target creature gains flying until end of turn. Remove 6. Put a flying counter on target creature. So your payoff for your flying deck is you can give flying.
Hey, don't be rude. Don't be hurtful. Yeah, I think this is almost interesting, but in practice it's just gonna fall flat because we're just going to like it's never gonna work out the way we want it to try to mix these creatures have flying, these don't, because blue's already good at giving unblockable.
Yeah, I agree with this assessment. It's just too weak and it does too little in a flying deck, which is what you want to trigger it a bunch.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We're with second Devil May Cry card.
Hell yeah.
What are the odds?
Hell
Dante, Paranormal Investigator. Red, white, black. Legendary creature, Human Devil Detective. 3/3. At the start of combat, choose one until end of turn. Trickster, Haste Menace. Swordmaster, First Strike. Gunslinger, Reach Vigilance. Royal Guard, Ward 2/2/0. That's the worst one. When Dante attacks, you may unequip one equipment or sacrifice any number of blood tokens to attach an equipment card with mana value equal to or less than its mana value if you do draw a card. Okay, that's like a lot of like weird, like 2 separate triggers in one trigger moment.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, I don't know. I
think it feels really underpowered. Like we have a couple keywords that might be useful, or if I've made a lot of blood tokens, I mean, here's what it is. This is, please, please, please let me cheat Colossus Hammer. Please, please, please let me run a blood token deck and let me put Colossus Hammer on my guy for 1 blood token. And I think everything else is
Yeah. What I don't like about Royal Guard, Ward 2/2/0/2 is like in response to this trigger, they just fucking kill the dude and the ward doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
It's all combats. Yeah, I know. I know this is at the start of each combat. But I don't like the ward for that reason.
Yeah.
All right. Next
Okay.
Smasher card.
Oh yeah. Is this Wyatt? Yeah, it's Ys. A 2 black 2/2 with a fucking Planeswalker loyalty counter. So when it deals damage, he gets loyalty counters. Death Touch and Lunacy. I hate Lunacy. You will never sell me on Lunacy. Lunacy is a condescending monologue-ass mechanic, and I am outraged every single time I see it, Madra. It is the antithesis of rivalry. Rivalry, I love every time you show it to me. Anytime I see Lunacy on a card, that is shit in my cereal.
Yeah, Mind Skinner's cool because he gives everything Lunacy. You can't make that into a mechanic, though. Like, Mind Skinner, you have intention with your deck. Lunacy is just like, my creature's shitty for no reason.
Okay, so when you take loyalty counters off, cast target non-creature spell from any graveyard. You may spend mana as though it were mana of any type to cast this card. If it would be put into a graveyard this turn, exile it instead. I feel like that should just be a combat damage trigger.
Yeah, this reminds me of Sphinx of Forgotten Lore, which is 4 mana, flash Sphinx, that on hit Snapcaster Mage is something. And this is the same kind of ordeal, but it's 2 mana. But it's probably fine because it doesn't have flash and flying and all that.
Yeah, not flying, not flash. We've overcomplicated it.
Yeah, this crocodile dude's hot as fuck, though.
God damn it, man. God. Sosuke Aizen, Deceiver of Senses. A 4 mana Dimir 4/2. Yoka Suigetsu, whenever Sosuke Aizen would be dealt damage or become the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, you may pay 1. If you do, make an illusion creature token named Aizen. It has when this creature leaves the battlefield, draw a card, then redirect that damage, spell, or ability to the token.
Okay, that's fun.
I fuck with that.
It gives flavor heavy. I wish he did it when he blocked.
That's true. Yeah.
Would be dealt damage isn't something you can track.
Yeah, but that's, I think, intent. Intent has to meet the grammar of the game, and based on intent, yeah, I'm down with the intent of this.
All right. You ready for You Can't Get Rid of Me, this fucking horrific thing?
Yeah.
1 soul tie for a legendary enchantment.
Whoa, all right.
What?
Sorry, I didn't have my fucking microscope on my desk. My bad.
It's spooky. It's cool. Okay, there's way too many fucking words on this card. I see what you mean. Enchant player. As long as this card isn't on the battlefield, it's a 1/1 insect in addition to its other types. Okay, cute, but fuck you. When this enchantment enters the battlefield or a legendary creature enchanted player controls dies, create a legendary 1/1 black and blue nightmare here. No, like, come on. On that player's turn, any other player may cast spells as though they had flashed. Yeah, on enchanted player's turn, any other player may cast creature spells cost 2 less this way and are 1/1 nightmares with Skulk in addition to other types and abilities. We're doing way too much.
And notably, this is so much text for a thing that people are just going to ask, oh, how do I not trigger this at all? And then continue playing the game as normal. Because it sounds like you enchant somebody, other people can play on their turn, but it buffs a thing that you made and fucks their creature, so nobody's gonna do it.
Yeah.
It's like the it is not the same mechanically, but it's Veggie talked about this for like Unfinity sets where you could track how people were talking, and in the super goofy games, it's very funny. And then as soon as people are trying to like play Magic with it, the optimal thing is to shut the fuck up and never say another word so you don't accidentally trigger it. And I think that is what happens with this card. The purest expression of it is everybody avoids it being relevant, which is the opposite of what you want.
Ugh. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this. Also, I just don't get the flavor for You Can't Get Rid of Me. Like, I don't know. Okay. How are you feeling? It's 4 p.m.
Okay. I think there are 2 slots still for sale on Ko-Fi. If anybody wants to get those, we can still do them today. I think other than that, we are going to end it for today because I preset this at a 3-hour stream today, and we're right on the money. We still failed for the timing that I want for the waves, but we were doing 1 wave in 90 minutes, which was... One sec.
Did we yap too close to the sun?
We're still yapping a little too close to the sun. We're averaging 2 minutes a card right now, which is still a little too slower for but then we also had asides about, I don't even remember what at this point. Oh yeah, we were talking about Dota 2 play hours, so we can't really count that against other people. Okay, and those Ko-Fi cards were immediately sold. God bless whoever did that, even if I don't technically believe in him. If the Ko-Fi isn't gotten to today, when will they be covered? They're being gotten to today. Whoa. We're covering them right now. Aegis Athene has sent in Hawkball Rootway Tyrant, a Sultai Hawkball who has a yeast infection. There are 3/5. Whenever one or more lands you control leave the battlefield, draw a card. Whenever Hawkbull or another merfolk you control dies, you may put a land card from your graveyard onto the battlefield. I don't trust you, but it is 5 mana.
Yeah, 5 mana. I sack all my lands to scape shift. I draw that many cards.
No, it's 1 or more draw a card. So if you scape shift, yeah.
Okay, so you go Sylvan Safekeeper, sack a land.
Shut the fuck up! Why would you say that?
Splendid Reclamation them all back. Your fetch lands all draw a card. That first ability should just be it. If you want this card, remove the second line of text. The first line of text is all you need.
Well, what if we, because I kind of like the idea of recycling, what if we limited this to it only triggers once each turn? So you can't just go like piecemeal. I manual landfall storm, draw my deck, because I kind of like the cycle of life and death we're getting on. I give up lands to get cards, to play Merfolk, to give up Merfolk, to get lands, to sack, to draw, you know. Soul type players like that.
Yeah, people would say if you remove the second ability, it's just worse than the Gitrog monster, but like you just add blue to it.
Fucking Gitrog monster with blue is pretty goddamn good.
All right, let's move on to Tibalt here. I always love a good Tibalt. 4 black red legendary planeswalker Tibalt for 5 loyalty. So 6 mana, 5 loyalty. When it enters, randomly choose left or right. During each player's turn, that player may play a land or cast a spell from among cards in Exiled owned by the nearest opponent in the chosen direction, and they may spend mana as though or mana of any colors to cast spells this way. +1. Each player exiles the bottom card of the library. For each land card exiled this way, you make a 1/1 red devil that pings. -2. Exile target permanent. Its controller exiles the bottom card of the library. If it's a permanent card, they put it on the battlefield. I see. -7. Exile the bottom half of each opponent's library. You get an emblem with whenever an opponent casts a spell from exile, choose an opponent at random. Tibalt deals 13 damage to that opponent. You're never ulting it, so that's fine. Okay.
Listen.
It's random. It's funny. I think there's a little bit too much going on.
Yeah, Babadook, very similar to the Can't Get Rid of Me card. I don't hate the ideas involved with it. I think you as a designer, you got to take whatever font size you picked for this -2, and you are hard locked to that for the entire card. Thank you so much, baby. And the moment you run out of space, you are out of fucking space. Because we have, all right, Chaos Warp, but what if instead it was from the bottom? That's fine. We have... I get to exile stuff that I've introduced to share the spoils thing for, and I can make devils. That's also fine. And then the alt is like, yeah, sure, alt does crazy things. But like,
I think, yeah,
there's a reason Magic cards have a word limit.
Yeah. So since it's the last card, I'll give a little bit more feedback here. It should be like at the beginning of your upkeep, choose an opponent at random. You may play lands or cast spells from among cards owned in exile by that player.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. Yeah, that would be great. Yeah, like we just got to have less words. Like there was no, I can't leak this. Never mind. We're just going to end stream there. Thank you all for being here. Let's find somebody to raid. Next custom stream will be next Thursday. Thank you everybody for submitting. We appreciate all of your support. I hope you appreciate our angry ranting. Who is live?
Following. Who am I following that's live? Oh, we can read them all down. Mana Curves just started their stream. We can send everyone to Chase.
Oh yeah, we can drop the kids off at school for sure.
All right, dope. I'm sending you all to Mana Curves. Enjoy the
all going to Mana Curves. Oh, right. And Madra tiered 100 bits. Thank you, by the way. They do have a role-playing game. All of these decks are adapted from it.
Just full-time development, the role-playing game. Just like, you know,
you
don't
make
need to go
so much
these.
money.
Yeah. What are you hmming about?
I'm thinking of the raid message. The raid message is going to be, she custom on my card until Elk screams about hybrid mana. All right, exactly. We got that locked in. She custom on my card until Elk screams about hybrid mana. Thank you all for being here. We will be live again Sunday. I may hit you with a bonus XCOM stream tomorrow, but the next guaranteed stream is Sunday. We're doing custom card reviews. Thank you all. I appreciate you. I hope you enjoyed the show. And please remember to stay toxic. YouTube, that's just it for us. I'll see you again Sunday, or maybe tomorrow if I'm